and you're on the air.
Well, greetings, salutations, and welcome to Friday Night Football Region 9 style. We are at Dixie High School, home of the Flyers, as they take on the Snow Canyon Warriors tonight. Flyers sit 4-4, 500 overall, but most importantly, have not lost a region game. They are 4-0, 2-2 in region play for the Snow Canyon Warriors, 5-3 overall, and this is number 10 Snow Canyon versus number 11 in the latest RPI rankings. Glad you're with us here. It's our Boulevard home game of the week. Devin Dixon, Paul Venezuela with you here, and Paul should be a good one. When these two teams get together, we could see some fireworks.
Yeah, like you were just saying, this could be a shootout. I'm an old offensive player, so I love track meets, but it's also an important game. Like you mentioned, 10 and 11 in the latest RPI rankings. This game could determine if all the cards fall right, the winner of this game could get a bye that first week.
Absolutely.
And they're definitely both playing to try and play, regardless of that, their first playoff game at home. So it's important.
And it's kind of important that they take this game seriously, because if you look at Crimson and Dixie playing head-to-head next week, possibly they could both be undefeated. That could be heads up for an outright region title. But Dixie's got to take care of business here tonight first.
Yeah, and nobody should be looking at the short week. You know, you're going to play fall break next week. Everybody here should be focused on this game here tonight, because it's going to determine a lot of the importance and the possibilities for next week. So they really need to get it done tonight. Pay attention to what they're doing. Like we talk about the keys, take care of the football, don't turn the ball over, third down conversions. The important stuff is always important, and when you get late in the season, it's even more important.
Yeah, there's a couple keys to the game, brought to you by Team D Auto Sales. It's easy. Go see the selection over there, 488 East St. George Boulevard. Jason Parker and the guys got you covered. Get a great deal, great selection, quality, and price. Team D Auto Sales. It's going to be fun. This quarterback comparison, Tank Kelly is probably the better dual threat guy. He'll run it a lot more than Wyatt Truman, the Flyers quarterback. Tank's put up some really big numbers this year, but I like what I see out of Truman as far as short-term memory loss. I was doing the Desert Hills game against Snow Canyon, and it was Dixie Desert Hills game, and Truman had 5 turnovers, 4 interceptions, and he lost a fumble. Actually, he had 3 interceptions and lost a fumble. 4 of the 5 were on the quarterback, and he leads them back to win the game by a point. And that's what you love about your junior up-and-coming star.
Yeah, you gotta be 10-second Tom and just get off the field. Don't let that turnover beat you twice. If you turn the ball over, put it behind you, go out and make great plays. That's what is important, and especially shows a lot of maturity for a junior to be able to do that, bring his team back. So the quarterback play on both sides should be really fun to watch.
Looking at the numbers for Truman, and remember, he didn't start the first couple games of the season, then won the job. So 81 out of 164, 1,139 yards, averaging 14.1 yards per completion, 142 yards a game, 12 touchdowns, 7 interceptions for the junior Wyatt Truman. Favorite target this year has been Jackson Barbin, Rand Sawyer. They have combined for 54 catches of the 94 on this Flyer team, but they also have Junior Coughlin, Lucille Bennett. They've got Silas Russell out of the backfield that can get going in the passing game. David Barchi, one of their seniors as well. It'll be really interesting to see Coach Munker's, the play calling tonight on the offensive side of the ball. Is he going to try to, establish the run game? I mean, Coach Munker's, he watched the film from last week. He saw Desert Hills rush, Titan Mason, their running back of the Thunder, rush against this Warrior team for 305 yards and had 4 total touchdowns. So rest assured, Coach Munker's is at least going to test the run game in this first half.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of that. Hand the ball straight up the middle, let the big blue offensive line lean on them up front, and see if they can generate that run game, because the run game is always important. Opens everything up in the play action passing, sweeps, screens. Everything in football revolves around how well you can establish the line of scrimmage. So that's going to be important on for both sides of the ball, but especially for Dixie to be able to run.
You just saw Tad Gubler, Samaji Thompson, Tegan Whitehead, and Tank Kelly, the Snow Canyon captains, Jackson Barbin, as well as Dombrowski, as well as Junior Coughlin, and one of the linemen out there, KC Ba'atoa, the captains for the Flyers for the It's senior night, so we had a bunch of parents on, the cheerleaders, the football players. All that is in the books. We're moments away from the kickoff. You look at Tank Kelly, Warrior quarterback's numbers coming in, Paul. 130 out of 242, 2,000 164 yards, averaging 15.9 per pass, 258 per game, 19 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. And then you add the rushing statistics, 78 carries, 407 more yards, 5 more touchdowns. Obviously, like we mentioned, Team D'Auto Sales, key to the game, you got to contain Tank Kelly.
Yeah, Snow Canyon, their offense runs through Kelly, and I'm sure that the Dixie defense has heard all week that their job is to try to contain him. You flip that on the opposite side, Snow Canyon, they need to protect him, let him run, let him throw. So he's going to be key to the way this game goes for both teams is how his night turns out.
Yeah, watch out for Ryder Holt tonight too, coming off big performance, 22 tackles last week. Trayvon, Tegan Whitehead, Makayo Swenson. There's some great play defensively. Keep your eye on Dombrowski, guys like Junior Coughlin on the back end, Anthony Crichton. There's some stars out. There's some next level college football talent on the field tonight. Just had the captain, some honorary captains out on the field for a pitcher, and we're moments away from the kickoff here in our Boulevard home game of the week, making your house more like home for over 48 years. Buy smart, buy at the Boulevard. Paul, what else do you think is going to be important in this game tonight?
You know, I think when we talk on the defensive side of the ball in a game like this, missed tackles, so sure tackling, the team that is more aggressive, that makes the tackles that they need to make, that's always important, especially when we talked about early on, one of the keys was third downs.
Yeah.
You make one missed tackle on a key third down, suddenly you're 15 or 20 yards up the field. That can flip field position, it can flip momentum, so really being sure tacklers on both defenses is super important if you want to win the game.
And you kind of wonder, you're late in the season, this is the second to last regular season game, how much are they going live in practice, because you don't want to sacrifice missed tackles. I mean, if you have 15, 20 missed tackles in a high school football game, that can really cost you. That's a great point.
Yeah, it's tough because late in the season, again, you're dinged up, you don't want to go a lot of live contact. It's kind of the culture of your program. Are you the kind of people that can be super aggressive, just coming off only doing maybe one day live during the week? So we'll see which coaching, there's a lot more to a football game than what's happening on the field tonight. A lot of what's going to happen tonight was set up by what happened during the week in practice.
Pregame show, hanging out with you here, Devin Dixon, Paul Venezuela, and appreciate some of our pregame sponsors, Finley Subaru, Fabulous Freddy's Car Wash, Bucks Ace Hardware, and we were moments away from the kick here, and it was the toss was won by Dixie. They deferred, so Warriors will get the ball. So we'll see Tank Kelly, Warriors wearing the white pants, white jersey tops, gold helmets, green numbers, Flyers in the home blue pants and jerseys with the white numbers. The cool little Flyer emblem is not on the helmets. I love that. They got a couple Flyer emblems, but then they got the number on one side and then the Flyer on the other side tonight. The Warriors helmets almost look Notre Dame-esque with that gold dome.
Yeah, just straight up gold.
Yep. Put 12 minutes on the first quarter clock. We're going to be looking to hand out some awards tonight. Our Hearst Ace Hardware Player of the Game. We'll look for our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. We'll pick a Jersey Mike's Sub of the Game, among others. Hopefully we'll get that Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert tonight. We just need one of the teams score over 25 points. Kickoff handled by Samaje Thompson. Kind of mishandled it. Goes left and is buried around the 11-yard line. So long field in front of the Warriors as they'll open up this game on offense deep in their own territory.
Yeah, those 2 or 3 seconds while the ball's rolling around on the ground cost them probably 8 or 10 yards.
Yeah, it looked like, returnable from about 3. Just mishandled it.
Yeah, that delay costs you those yards because you allow the pursuit to get down the field.
Good tackle by number 12, Cutter Jernigan, on special teams, the first to get his hands on Samaje Thompson. Samaje did have a 97-yard touchdown on a slant route last week. He'd love to make another big play like that. We'll see if we get any Jason Baum long bombs in this one. Jason Baum, Equity Home Loans. Quarterback will keep it. Tank Kelly on an RPO, calls his own number. He'll pick up about 4 out to the 15-yard line, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, yards after contact. They hit him about the line of scrimmage, and he twisted and turned and got himself up the field. So
moments into this game, Warriors got the pink tape job going, and out of the shotgun. Double motion there. That's going to be a penalty flag. I think two guys, and they're going to take a shot, but this play will not count. It's going to be caught by Archie Therafal. Oh, excuse me, that's JT Westbrook. And JT Westbrook reels it in down inside the 25, but it's coming back.
It was a nice practice rep for the quarterbacks and receivers, because that play was doomed from the 2 men in motion at the start.
Yep. And one of them kind of was like, oh, Cale Johnson's kind of like, oh, he's going in motion. Dang it. And I'm not sure. We don't know which one was supposed to and which one wasn't, but obviously they both were not supposed to go at the same time there. And that'll negate what would have been a nice reception down in Flyer territory. I'll back them up, and we'll replay second down.
Yeah, we're about 1,000 or 1,500 miles too far south to have 2 men in motion, right? Canadian football.
That's right. Goalposts are not in the end zone tonight. Normal depth behind the back of the end zone here for this one.
That caused the penalty.
60 seconds into this game, second down and 10 after the illegal motion. Tank Kelly, quarterback draw, has a little crease, breaks a tackle, spin move, and TK is going to take it out to the 24-yard line. That is a pickup of 13 nearly, and that is a Red Rock Real Estate first down for the quarterback of the Warriors.
Yeah, one of our keys talking about getting first contact on him. He is pretty slippery. Makes a nice spin move, makes the first tackler miss, second one miss, so he looks like he made about 6 yards after he was first hit.
Asa Lopati was the sophomore that had a shot, and he slipped away, and that's what gave him some more yards after contact to move the chains. Now a little pass on a fake run, and it's incomplete. In and out of the intended receiver's hands. That was number 23, Archie Therafal there, and even if he catches it, it's a minimal gain.
Yeah, they tried to do a little bit of play action without having established any running game, and the Dixie defense did not fall for the fake.
Offensive coordinator of the Warriors, Tim Nowatzki, been there a long time. Coach Mike Esplin, the head coach, bringing back a lot of the traditions from when he was a Warrior player back in the late 1990s under Bill Jacobson. Won a couple state championships there. Second down. Fake the run, throw high and incomplete. And TK's just like almost flat-footed. He's got such a strong arm. It's just the arm motion. There's not a lot of footwork down low. Watch this on the replay for our audience on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Yeah, he gunned that. That was definitely a fastball.
That's why Coach Chris Fatenauer, the Utah Tech skipper, has offered him, and he is verbally committed to the Trailblazers as a pitcher. And the arm strength will be on display again here on third down. Now TK just looking for a little bit of accuracy. Going to throw out of the gun. Flyers bring 4. He rolls left, fires, comeback route, caught by Samaje Thompson for another Red Rock Real Estate first down. That'll move the sticks, pickup of about 12.
Yeah, a lot of good things for Snow Canyon on that. The roll, move the pocket, gets his shoulders square even though he's going the wrong way, and his receiver comes back to the ball to keep his defender off him until he can make the catch.
And you saw him plant, take a little off the velocity there, and then there was the accuracy, and that's what he needed to move the sticks.
Yeah.
New set of downs for the Warriors. No score here early on, 10 minutes left, first quarter, just getting going. Flyers rush 3. They get some pressure, and a Scooters Coffee sack. A loss of 6 back to the 30-yard line. Who got him?
I think it was 42 that got the sack. But they brought a blitz. They brought Taylon Kelly. Is it Taylon Kelly that's number 1?
Yeah. Tank Kelly's the quarterback there. You're right, though. It was 42. Isa Lopati that
made the tackle, and Jacob Dombrowski came and brought an extra man that they weren't anticipating up the middle.
First Scooters Coffee sack of the night. Scooters Coffee, amazing drinks, amazingly fast from amazing people out in Hurricane. Stop by today. Another comeback route outside, and it is in and out of the hands of the receiver over there, and it is incomplete. They were looking for number 8, Karsten Stewart, and he couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Bennett just raked the ball out as it was getting to him. So it looked like it was going to be a completion. The defender did a great job to get his hand between the receiver's hands and get the ball out.
Already 2 key third downs, but after the sack, 3rd and 16 here for the Warriors. Got to get across the 46 to get a first down here from their own 30. Out of the shotgun, Tank Kelly looking to throw. TK fade route, looking for Westbrook, and Westbrook, could he bring it in? No, he cannot. It is incomplete. Looked like he had a chance, and it falls to the ground.
They went back to the play that was that came back on the illegal motion penalty and tried to go up the field and had him, just couldn't quite make the catch at the end.
It looked like it went right through the hands, just didn't have the hands close enough in. I think that was a catchable ball, and JT probably tell you, man, I should have probably caught that one. But punt unit on. It's Talon Kelly will stay back to kick it. TK punt. Angled away from Sawyer. He goes and gets it on a run at the 30. Sawyer to the 40, weaving up to the 45 and pushing out to the 47-yard line. So good field position here for Wyatt Truman and the Flyers offense. Their first possession of the night.
Yeah, it was a nice return, caught the ball on the move up the field and made a couple nice moves and put his team in really nice field position.
Devin Dixon, Paul Venezuela with you here from Flyer Field. We're in Flyer territory tonight. Beautiful day, temperatures in the mid-80s, sun starting to set, lights are already on. Going to be a good one. Quick run to Silas Russell to the 49 and a pickup of 2.
Thought they'd test that middle of the line of scrimmage immediately on the first play, and Snow Canyon responded, only got a short gain.
Good sure-handed tackle there by the Warriors. Tegan Whitehead coming up and filling to bring him down. They'll go run up the middle. This one to Rand Sawyer.
Similar play to the first down, and again they respond, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down real quick. Dixie is going fast.
Flyers no huddle. Sawyer will come off. Get a high five from one of the legendary Flyer, he's a quarterback when he was here, Mike Sharp, helping out on the coaching staff nowadays after a great year up at SUU. And a fly sweep to Bennett, and it is stuffed. Goes absolutely nowheres. McClanahan comes in and make that tackle for a loss of 4.
They went fast, and they went 3 and out fast. So Snow Canyon played really stiff on defense, and they're going to get the ball back. In spite of giving up that great field possession, they just 3 plays and the ball's right back to them.
Matthew McLennan with a dealer collision, big hit in the backfield. The TFL there for McLennan, and on great field position, Flyers can't do anything with it. So Bibiano Vargas back to kick from his own 35, end over end, and returnable by Archie Therafal, who is tripped up and tackled by number 22, Daylor Eakins. Eakins is limping just a little bit, probably just a little
two
nagging injury
on the field. I don't know what they call, but
take a look, see if we can pick it up. That block looked pretty clean on Eakins. No block in the back that I have seen yet.
Right there, that one at the end when the play was already over.
Maybe a late hit.
Late and in the back, right here. Watch 3 come in and hit him again. Oh no, right there, 4 on 36.
Okay, yeah, just a little late. And Ryder Holt's defense, he didn't know, maybe out of the peripheral he could see it, I don't know, but maybe he thought he was going to keep going and get out of that shoestring tackle, but penalty flag comes, and that'll back the Warriors up a little bit here. And second drive for Snow.
Distance, and they're going to start deep.
Yep. I'm going to mark it right at the 10. Yeah, they'll start this drive at the 10.
First and 10 right at the 10-yard line.
7:26 to go first quarter. No score. Wilkinson's House aligning scoreboard. And here we go. Man in motion. And handoff, and nothing doing right at the point of attack. Tackle is made, and Sanchez is drilled for a loss. Gilly Sanchez with the run, and
Andrew Castro came through from a defensive lineman position, made that tackle.
Castro, just a junior, 5'9". See him on that left side of that Flyer defense. Dan Odette, the defensive coordinator, who really had this defense playing well, and a lot of these comebacks, the defense has been really good, especially in the second half. But They got Snow Canyon backed up here on drive number 2, second down and 13. Quick pass out into the flat. It's caught, and quick tackle is made. And tackle made by Colo Lynn on Gilly Sanchez.
And got back the yards they lost on first down. Still brings up a 3rd and 10, so they've still got a long way to go.
Yeah, kind of been behind the sticks. They've had a couple first down conversions, but they faced some 3rd and longs. See if they go to that comeback, that run a 13-yard, try to sell the fade, and then come back to the sticks. Kelly out of the gun, looking to throw. Has some time, taking a shot over the middle. Samaje Thompson, and it's incomplete. Kind of had to break off his route as he was kind of cut in front of there, and it falls, tackles to the ground, incomplete, and the punt unit on for the Warriors.
Threw that right into double coverage as he threw it kind of late, and the safety was able to come over the top and kind of had him in brackets there at the end. So far through 3 possessions and half of the first quarter, it's the defense is winning for both teams.
And maybe Samaje Thompson keeps running that route hard, and he gets incidental contact into Aldridge. Instead, Aldridge kind of throws him off his route, and it falls incomplete. So good job by Aldridge in the secondary to change the course, and that kick will go out of bounds. They're going to walk it backwards, and the Flyers are going to start this drive deep in Warrior territory, right around the 31-yard line. So that one goes straight left, out of bounds off the foot of Kelly. And the Flyers will have a short porch here in a scoreless game with exactly 6 minutes left on the first quarter clock.
Yeah, barely a 20-yard punt, so that's a big break for the Dixie offense.
Looking for our Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the game. We'll name it at the conclusion of this one. Mountain Land Supply, featuring Bryant, Southern Utah's premier heating and cooling systems for your home or commercial property. Bryant, whatever it takes. Up the middle, and a big run. Holt makes the tackle, or a big loss, as Holt comes in to make that tackle. Ryder Holt, 110 tackles on the season coming into tonight.
Yeah, and he scraped right into that hole and just put a stop to it.
Had a little bit of help there. Number 45 of the Warriors also, Hutchings.
So they've been trying to do that run straight up the middle that they saw on film from last week, and so far it has not.
And now they pop Silas Russell off right tackle, and Russell is going to have a first down, a little bit more down inside the Cache Valley Bank red zone near the 17-yard line. Silas Russell.
Watch him plant his left foot and go where the hole's not supposed to be, and he just got outside. That was supposed to be a run right up the middle again. He saw all the traffic in there, planted his foot, made a great cut.
Silas Russell, the senior, not a big back, but quick, good balance, movement, and flags fly. And I couldn't tell if anybody on the Flyers offensive line or if they just jumped into the neutral zone there.
Yeah, the Flyers were like statues, so. They get 5 free yards on, when I was in high school and when I was coaching high school, we used to call that no play, just to see if you get the defense to jump. So it's a nice play for 5 yards.
Out of the shotgun, wide Truman in the Cache Valley Bank red zone. It's a handoff to Russell, and he is driven back. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Tegan Whitehead again.
Couple
just filling that hole.
Couple Nets on Fire score updates around the region. Other games getting going on over at Desert Hills. Garrett Grondell gets the start at quarterback for the Thunder. 30-yard quarterback draw for a touchdown against his old team. He was a transfer in the offseason from Mountain Hurricane. And Crimson Cliffs, after an onside kick, scored and then got another score with Ty West on a 48-yard touchdown. So already 14-0 over Pineview. Mustangs have the lead. Throw down inside the 5, incomplete.
Nice defense by Ryder Entz there to get his hand up into the route of the receivers. Didn't interfere with him. Played nice tight coverage right at the goal line.
Holbrook Asphalt replay. You're right. Good job there by Entz. Just a junior defensive back for the Warriors. Coach Dre, the defensive coordinator for the Warriors. See what he draws up here. It's 3rd down and a long 6 here. Rand Sawyer in motion. They give it to Sawyer. He is stopped in his tracks. Cut back. Jukebox move. Spin move. Can't get away. Got away from the first couple of would-be tackles, but only got back a yard or so of positive gain there.
Yeah, made a couple nice hops. That was one of those 3rd down plays. That's a 4-point 3rd down because you make that play, and now the Flyers will have to try a field goal.
Trey Vaughn was the guy that kind of shut the edge down, setting the edge, forcing it back to the middle where he had help. And here comes Jonathan Bibiano Vargas, the Flyers kicker, for what will be a 31-yarder. He's actually been working with former BYU kicker Bill Hansen, and one of the best, maybe in all of 4A. We got some good kickers. And that one up, and it is a low bullet, and it is good. Flyers take the 3-0 lead. Got the short porch. Had to settle for 3, but they do on senior night take the lead. 3-0 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. We'll take a break. Be right back on the Fan Sports Network and streaming on thefansportsnetwork.com.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9, and From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on thefansportsnetwork.com.
Red Ledges Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledges Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor
Hey, welcome
today.
back, everybody. 3-0 after the 31-yard field goal. Kickoff into the end zone for the touchback. And Flyers didn't want to settle for 3, so, good job by that Warrior defense not giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, the front 7 on both teams, both defenses are winning so far. The difference was that shank punt out of bounds that put him in a great field position, and then one good run by the running back that got him down a little closer. So it has been, if you look at the scoreboard, 3-0, that's kind of what we've seen so far, and it's been fun to watch if you like watching defense.
3:33 left in the first quarter. Here comes TK and the Warrior offense. Trips formation. 3-by-1. Sidecar to Tank Kelly's left is Barnes in the backfield. TK going to run and throw on the run, and it's bobbled and caught, and it'll be a pickup out to the 25, a 5-yard catch by Samaje Thompson.
Yeah, just saw the soft cushion, took a step forward, made the throw. Nice play on first down to get you a lot of options, open the playbook a lot. 2nd and 4 is a lot more fun than 2nd and 10.
Second down. Warriors not going at quite as quick as pace as the Flyers have offensively. No huddle, but taking their time. Tank Kelly going through his pre-snap reads. Now he'll hand off to Barnes. Barnes has a little crease. Dombrowski will bring him down, but he'll fall forward. And that should be enough for a Red Rock Real Estate first down out across the 30.
Yeah, like you said, a little crease, but that was all he needed to get the first down. It's really the first positive. They pulled the left guard around and didn't have anybody to hit, but him going through the hole just opened enough to get the running back through.
Fresh set of downs for Talon Kelly. You'll hear me call him Tank or TK. During baseball season, his teammates call him TK. During football season, they call him Tank, and then Tank is going to go student body Army side left and get a couple. Pick up a 3.
Yeah, I can see him calling him Tank because he's a tough runner. He runs with the forward lean, doesn't go down where he gets hit, moves the ball forward after he contacts. So
5'11", probably 200, 205, maybe even pushing. I don't know, playing weight, you kind of, you're burning a lot of calories, but he's definitely right around that 200-pound mark. Not sure exactly what he weighed in pre-game, but fake the run, throw near the sticks, caught. Thompson, and depends on the spot, and it will be a first down. Another Red Rock Real Estate first down.
We've changed a little more rhythm on the offense for Snow Canyon on this drive, on this possession.
Buying or selling? See why so many choose Red Rock Real Estate. From land to luxury. Visit their website, redrockrealestate.com. They also have their vacation rentals, if you got friends and family coming to town, and their property management division. So if you want to lease your house or you got family coming to town, Need a rental for a watch party on a weekend with a pool? They got you covered. Jump pass again, outside, complete, caught by Samaje, and that'll be another gain of about 8.
That little play right there really is a play-action pass because Tank Kelly runs forward 2 or 3 steps, makes the linebackers hold because he's such a runner, and then he can pull the ball up and make that nice throw.
Colo Lynn will get credit for the tackle, pushing him out of bounds. Looks like they'll give him the 48. So 7-yard pickup, second down 3. Kelly out of the gun. Barnes to his right. Trips to the near sideline. Single receiver Samaje Thompson, top of your screen. Warriors working left to right on the radio dial. We're going to airmail it out. Taking a shot down the field, and it is incomplete, out of bounds. Even though he brought it in, they rule him out.
Yeah, I think he tried to get a foot down in bounds. He was on the white stripe when he came down with it.
So JT Westbrook makes an incredible catch, but high school rules got to have at least one in, and he didn't get either. And the official was trailing the play, had a good look at it. 3rd and 3. Tell Roger thank you. Roger Christensen, PA announcer, Dixie High School, food delivery to the broadcast booth. Thank you, Raj. TK, quarterback keeper, got the first down right at the sticks. He's stoned and driven back. Big collision, but he'll have enough to move the chains.
They did his tank thing on that one again. They hit him just short, but he was able to lean forward and drive his legs and get a first down.
So Kelly moving the chains. Quick Nets on Fire update. Building champions on and off the courts. 21-0. McCord Christensen. Touchdown. Desert Hills 14-0. Titan Mason, a rushing touchdown, 20-yarders. So 21-0 Crimson over Pineview, 14-0. Here it's 3-0. Dixie with the lead, but Snow Can trying to change that as they're driving into Flyer territory. Pass complete on the outside, driven out of bounds. Archie Therafall with the catch at the 46 of Dixie.
Yeah, it's a good drive. Probably going to be maybe the last play of the first quarter. But remember, this drive started on the 10-yard line after the penalty. So this has been the best offensive performance we've seen tonight. Sustaining a drive, a lot of first downs, and that's the first quarter.
Yep, into the first quarter. Flyers have the 3-0 lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. Brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Be right back for quarter number 2 on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, Region 9 sports fans, this is Matt Hickman with Academy Mortgage, a proud sponsor of Region 9 football. I would be honored to help you with your next mortgage, whether it's purchasing a home, building, or refinancing. Hey, I'm wide open. Let's connect for a touchdown. I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
When your team scores 25 points or more, and I'll see you there.
Coming back.
Back at Snow Canyon with possession here at Dixie High School. Warriors looking to throw with Tank Kelly. Now he's going to roll right, tuck, run. Going to have a 10-yard gain plus more. Give him 15 down to the Flyers 30. Talon Kelly doing it with his arm and his feet right now, Paul.
Yeah, that was a nifty run. They've been hitting him on first down with that little short 5-yard pass. That time he faked it, tucked the ball, and went up the field.
Fresh set of downs, another Red Rock Real Estate first down. Knocking on that red zone for the first time tonight for the Warriors offense. Just outside the 30, trying to get it inside the 20 where they can get a red zone chance here. And Kelly's going to throw, taking a shot, fade route, one-on-one coverage in the air, and it is caught. He caught it.
He did catch it.
And is it a touchdown? Did he step out of bounds? The officials looking. No signal yet. They're going to mark him out at the 1. Are they marking the ball?
There's a flag right at the 1-yard line. I don't know what the penalty is. Here comes a replay.
One-on-one shot, and JT Westbrook, he got his feet in bounds. That's a touchdown.
I don't know that he got a foot down in bounds, and so they wouldn't know if a ball went over the pylon or not.
Look like he got 2 feet.
There's a signal.
Yeah, it's a touchdown, Warriors.
The pass interference that's going to be enforced on the kickoff, so it's a bonus. 90-yard drive and put it in, took the lead.
Huge throw. We couldn't tell. It's in the far corner, but on that replay, clearly he got his feet. Not 1, but 2 down. Touchdown. How about that? And the Warriors have the lead. All red. Oh, little stutter step. They're going to back him up here. Going to be a false start on the Warriors.
A little longer on the PAT.
That is a third. The ball was at the 31-yard line. So a 31-yard touchdown. Kelly to Westbrook.
Yeah.
JT Westbrook, who they're taking shots with.
Yeah, we just said they were going to get that. They were going to take that shot, and he was going to get it because he was getting the step. That was actually pretty good defense. It was just a better catch.
So now a little longer. This will be about a 25-yard extra point here. Snap, hold, down, kick is up, and it is good. 7-3 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll step aside. Early second quarter. Flyers have their ball when we come back, trailing 7-4 to Snow Canyon.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
(251-2299) to find the location nearest you.
Now you're back.
Hey, we are back here. Warriors set to kick off after a 31-yard connection. Talon Kelly feathering it in on the fade.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business
to give the Warriors their first lead of the night.
Yeah, and after the penalty, they're kicking off from the Flyers side of the field, so watch for something tricky.
And they will have Ammon Allred kick it into the end zone for the touchback. So no tricks. They got the lead. Would have been in a spot where you could have thought about it, but Flyers, did they have the hands team out there?
No, they didn't. They had their regular team out, but it's nice. I think that's a great place for you to try to take a little kick. They're going to get the ball at 20 anyway. Kick a little pooch kick and see if you can cause some problems. But they decided to just come out and play defense, which is a good call. It's the first quarter that they've played really good defense so far.
So the Warriors defense will see if they get a little boost from the offense scoring. And here is Wyatt Truman, Flyer signal caller out of the gun, going to throw. Looking. Now he's going to tuck and run. Going to slip one tackle, but not a second. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a half a yard.
Yeah, he had his first option was supposed to be a quick throw right off the bat, and he didn't like it for some reason and just pulled it right down.
Yeah, we kind of drop him back, and then watch Ryder Holt. He drops back, but then as soon as he sees him running, Ryder Holt comes up, makes a nice tackle from his middle backer position.
Nice play in center field, and then spying the quarterback and stepping up, making a play.
2nd down and 9 for the Flyers. Looking to throw. Truman hits Barbin, brings it in. Barbin going to have the first down. And it's going to be a pickup of almost 11 and a Red Rock Real Estate first down for the Flyers offense.
Yeah, watch this. Watch the blitz come up the middle. He throws the ball right into the hole the blitzer left. That's great quarterback play to see that blitzer know where he came from and throw the ball into the hole.
Fresh set of downs. Silas Russell in the backfield. Truman looking to the sideline. Coach Munkers flashing in the play. Here comes Truman, has the football, looking to throw over the middle, and it is Barbin again, and Jackson Barbin makes a great catch. Flags fly in from the umpire, and I think somebody got hit in the head.
Looks like an ineligible man down.
Or an ineligible. Oh, that's why he was tapping his head. Yeah. I thought he was signaling maybe a hit to the head, but he was.
Let's see who left early. Well, I didn't see anybody.
55 was kind of just staying put. He really wasn't moving too far.
Oh, it's right here.
Okay. 66.
66 was running routes.
Yep. A good catch there by the official. You're right, Paul. So Benjamin Hunt there was downfield. That'll negate back-to-back completions to Jackson Barban, the senior, on senior night. Dixie at Crimson next week in the regular season finale. All the games next Wednesday. Warriors stunt. They run right up the middle. And Silas Russell is going to fumble the ball, but was he down?
Yeah, I think he was down.
He was
already.
down. Ball did pop out, but the ground obviously cannot cause the fumble.
They got back the penalty yards, but now they're going to have a 2nd and 10.
Watch close to the run. That ball was out.
Fumble. That ball was out.
That ball was out. And Ryder Holt recovered, so the Warriors...
You make the call, but there's no replay in high school.
One more look. We have replay. Officials don't, but boom, that ball's out. The knees are not down. And the Warriors clearly recover. This should be Snow Canyon ball at the 32.
Yeah.
Wyatt Truman throwing over the middle in a lot of traffic for Warriors all around, and Bennett could not bring it in. It falls incomplete. Looked like he had a chance. Not a bad ball in a tight window from Truman.
Right here.
Yeah, he throws a nice ball in there, and he's kind of a little bit behind him. Kind of had to turn back to get to it, but...
Love it, though. Good effort by Bennett, Lucille Bennett. Junior, only 5'8", speedy wide receiver. 2x2, twins to either side. Russell in the backfield, Truman going to throw. 3rd and 10, taking a shot, going down deep, and it is caught, jumping and catching. David Barchi, the senior wide receiver on senior night at Jason Baum, Bay Equity Home Loans, bomb of the game there. 3rd and long, and they come up big.
Yeah, they got 40 or 50 yards on that one play, and great catch to clear both defenders, concentrate on the ball, get your hands up, hands catch.
44 yards. Big time throw from Wyatt Truman, knocking on the Cache Valley Bank red zone. Flyers trailing 7-3, 9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Pass outside, caught by Bennett. He got his feet in bounds. And that will be a pickup of about 9 to the 20.
That long play seemed to give them a little rhythm. Now they've moved the ball, got a 2nd and 2, which really opens up from an offensive coordinator standpoint. Right now, you can call any play in your playbook.
We'll see what Coach Munkers, the head coach, has always called his own plays here. We'll see what he does. Bennett, motion, fake it to Bennett. Truman throwing, and it is almost intercepted. Oh my goodness, it looked like Smith had a chance there and couldn't bring it in. Maddox Smith, the senior, one of the 2 Smith brothers on this team, nearly an Oski.
Yeah, the quarterback looked him all the way in, and that he made a nice break on the ball.
Diving attempt, love the effort, just couldn't reel it in. Warriors, we can go back at the film and see they should have recovered a fumble. We'll see if this ends up helping the Flyers and they can culminate this drive with points. Russell right up the right side, and he'll get a nice little gain. Tackle made by Tegan Whitehead, but easily a Red Rock Real Estate first down.
Yeah, nice hole, followed his blockers up in through it, and ran north and south, so he got the first down, which was the important thing on that 3rd down.
Tonight's game brought to you by Finley Subaru. Go see the all-star lineup. The EV Solterra get up to 60 months, 0.9% interest, or 48 months, 0% interest. Go take a test drive on the savings side of the freeway at Finley Subaru. Out of the gun, 1st and 10. Give it to Russell right up the middle. Tackle made by number 13, Matthew McLennan. But not before another pretty good 4-yard pickup nearly. Second down.
Just a little fold block inside, follow the blockers up the middle, get 2 or 3 yards.
Flyers in the Cache Valley Bank red zone. Taking a little time on the play clock. 8 minutes left on the game clock here in the second quarter. Warriors lead 7-3. Flyers trying to change that. Pass caught. Barban diving. Touchdown. Jackson Barban caught it about the 5. Made a little nifty turn and dove in for that special moment where you touch it down.
Yeah, that was a senior play. Caught the ball short, knew how to get up the field, put the ball in the end zone. lead back to the Flyers.
Smith couldn't make the tackle. Swinson couldn't. Therafall did finally, but not before. He broke the plane, and the Flyers have retaken the lead. Extra point from Bibiano Vargas. And the kick is up, and it is in. 10-7 now. Flyers back on top on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Glad you're with us tonight on the Fan Sports Network or our streaming audience on the fansportsnetwork.com or KSLsports.com. We'll be right back.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Sorry, you're on.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Okay, we had a little slower start scoring-wise. Starting to pick up a little bit here. Just under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Devin Dixon, Paul Venezuela with you here. 10-7. Dixie back on top by 3. Vargas kicks off, and this one's going to sail into the end zone for the touchback. Well, Flyers got a break because that fumble probably should have been to Snow Canyon. Not probably.
Yeah, it should have been. That was a fumble, but.
Yep, and so Flyers take advantage.
Yeah, they got both offenses now after starting out a little slow. Like you said, both offenses have a 80-yard plus drive under their belts. We'll see how the Snow Canyon offense responds now after being on the sideline watching Dixie's offense work.
Yeah, good point. Snow Canyon scoring drive, 90 yards. Flyers just went 80,
so it's
racking up some yardage for the offense. Here comes Talon Kelly. 1st and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun. Warriors working right to left here on the radio dial. Handoff to Gilly Sanchez. Sanchez has a big hole. Rand Sawyer finally makes the tackle, but not before he'll get out to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, pull the backside guard around to seal that edge off. A nice run. Hard run by the running back up the field. 12 chunk yards on first down.
Desert Hills is blowing things open. Now a 35-0 lead over Hurricane as we check the Region 9 Nets on Fire scoreboard update. We'll be going back to the studio, get a complete look at all the scoring in the other games at halftime with Spencer Rodak. In the meantime, 1st and 10 after the Sanchez first down run. Give it to him again.
Same exact play. That's a nice concept. If you get a big play, run it again. See if they'll stop you.
Tackle made by Andrew Warden, among other Flyer defenders. And now 2nd down and 5 coming for Kelly in the offense.
It's 2 plays in a row that Hank West has pulled from his left guard position and led the way on that. So
trips formation, single receiver is Samaje Thompson. Going to Samaje, he's got to step on the defender Bennett, and he could not adjust and make a low knee-high grab. A little more air under that, and he had him beat.
Yeah, a little bit underthrown. That's one that Tank wishes he had back and could lift that thing in the air just a little bit more. Trying to put the touch on it and just a touch short.
Bennett never did get his head around, so Samaji trying to adjust back, just couldn't get to that football. But there was a flag on the defense. I didn't catch the penalty.
There was a defensive holding, and it must have been away from the ball because they didn't seem to.
Yeah, Bennett didn't touch him.
Yeah. Must have been on one of the other receivers on the far side.
So that'll give the Warriors a fresh set of downs from their own 48-yard line. Here we go. Kelly out of the gun. Has the snap. I'm going to give it. Barnes up the middle. And Barnes taken down. Nice tackle again by number 70, Andrew Warden, the senior D lineman, 6'3".
Yeah, just more straight base block, almost a dive play on that, and got a couple yards on first down, but good job by the Dixie defense to hold their gaps, let their linebackers scrape in, make tackles.
6 minutes and 17 seconds left here in the second quarter. Again, Dixie on the Wilkinson scoreboard leading 10-7, but the Warriors on the march near midfield. Man in motion. Now fake it. Kelly probably should have given it, and I think Archie Therafall would have had a lot of room to run once he turned, because nobody set the edge, but Kelly kept it and goes down.
Yeah, Anthony Christian came in on a little bit of a run blitz off the edge right there at the corner, read that mesh point, saw that the fake didn't have the ball, and went in and made a nice tackle for loss.
And Anthony's family, Honolulu Grill, one of my favorite stops. I got to go get my Honolulu Grill like at least twice a month.
Oh yeah, Loco Moco.
Yeah, boo. Anthony's dad. Great job, great food. Kelly, jump pass, and couldn't get enough heat on it. It falls incomplete. 2 receivers in the vicinity trying to dive, but it falls to the turf. Pressure came, and Kelly he really couldn't step and get a lot on that throw. As strong as his arm is, just couldn't put enough on that as he was rolling to the right. It was Anthony Crichton again putting pressure on Tank Kelly.
Yeah, leaning a little back and couldn't quite get it down the field.
5:23, clock will stop momentarily here for this 4th down play in the punt unit. Kelly, can he fake it here? No, he'll go ahead and pooch kick it. You never know when your quarterback's your punter, but it's good return here by Rand Sawyer. He's got to head his team to the 40. 45 makes a man miss, tripped up there, and a flag does fly in late, and this one might be coming back.
And still, they had a really good chance to flip the field, and that return makes it to where Dixie's probably, even with a penalty, going to end up with pretty decent field position.
You got to appreciate Rand Sawyer. I mean, he just goes full tilt.
Yeah, just no fear. Grabs the ball and just says, I'm going to run towards the other goal line, baby.
Talon Kelly actually got just enough in there. They're talking a little bit. I got you, Talon said. Rand's like, barely, my shoestring. But he did. Blocking the back against the Flyers. We'll back them up from the 40, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive from their own 30, but the Flyers do get a stop on defense, and they have the 3-point lead. Appreciate Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Best ice cream on the planet. Open late on the weekend. So after the game, before the game, need your ice cream fix. Go see why everyone in Southern Utah is raving. I always drive by there, and there's always people hanging out outside on Bluff Street there because it truly is so good. I love the Graham Central Station. Go try it, folks. It handles. Quick pass, out route, caught by Barban, but he didn't get a foot down, said the official. Incomplete.
I always tell people my favorite ice cream is the one in my bowl.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, just bring it on. So that handles is good stuff.
I had a peach, one of their seasonal peach, and I love peaches. And the peach ice cream at Handles is unbelievable. I'll be back for that real soon. Hopefully they have it for a little while longer. They have dozens and dozens and dozens of flavors. I love the variety there. I always want to try something new, but I got to go back to that peach.
Yeah,
it was
you
good.
got to go back to what tastes great.
2nd down and 10. Truman going back to what tastes great, and that is a throw over the middle, but Lucio Bennett could not bring it in. Off his hands, incomplete.
Good throw right on his hands. Might have heard footsteps a little bit. He's although he's pretty fearless, he's been in traffic a lot and hit pretty hard, but just kind of couldn't quite make the catch on that one.
So 3rd down and 10 for Dixie, up by 3. 5:03 left on the second quarter clock here from Dixie High School. Second to last regular season game. Number 10, Snow Canyon, the latest RPI rankings coming into this game. Dixie sits at 11, so winner got a chance to move up a couple spots and trying to get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. Barber caught past the sticks. Red Rock Real Estate 1st down. The reliability of the senior Jackson Barban's hands they're sticky hands, Paul.
Oh yeah, he runs that, sees that zone and just finds that soft spot in the zone, turns right into it. I mean, got 4 guys around him, but they're playing zone and he knows it and just sits right down in and makes that catch.
And a good ball put on his hands by Truman. Out to the 45. Flyers go quick, run. Silas Russell, off right tackle. Good push by that O-line.
Really good. Everybody downfield 5 yards.
6-yard pickup for Russell. Russell was on my show yesterday morning. I'm trying to think who he said his game. Oh, it was Christian McCaffrey. He's like, love watching CMC, and I can see a little of CMC wearing 23 from Silas Russell there. Hits the hole hard.
Yeah, a little undersized, but your body size doesn't measure the size of your heart, and he runs hard up in there.
Russell again finds the hole and and flag flies in on the pile. Good toss by the side judge. Is that a helmet-to-helmet? It looked like maybe there was a...
Yes, I think they are going to call that for a helmet-to-helmet tackle on that.
Right there. They're going to get Archie Therafall for lowering his head, and they're going to tack on some yardage to the end of that run. Good shot. Cannon Sechrist, our video producer tonight. Sebastian Lieres, our cameraman here on the simulcast. Here we go, Dixie. Archie. The thing I love is you don't get ejected at the high school level.
Yeah.
You know, and I hate the ejection in college. Can I gripe for a second? I think it's the dumbest thing. I mean, you can't. Why do you expect and hold college kids to a higher standard than NFL players? At the top level, you don't get ejected from a game. So why do we expect our 19 and 20-year-old college students to be able to control their head on every play? Now, some there are levels of targeting which are egregious. I saw one last night, actually Wednesday night in the college football game, and it was clearly targeting. Guy crumpled back. It was, you got to protect the defenseless receivers. There's a run up the middle for a nice gain of 8. But I just don't understand why you expect college kids.
Yeah. They'll mark down and write an unsportsmanlike conduct, and then disqualify you if you have a second. They should do the same thing for a targeting. Give you a warning, give you a kind of a yellow card, unless it's egregious.
Yeah.
Give them yellow card, red card like a soccer official, and say.
And I'm not in favor of making it harder on the officials to have more decisions to make. Right. I just think the penalty is too severe in college with the targeting. I mean, if you want to make them sit out the current quarter they're in, and then they're eligible to come back, I would be fine with that. But you know, if it happens in the third quarter, they got to sit out the rest of the game plus the whole next first half. You only get X amount of games in a college career, and I don't love it. Know, Paul, you played the game. It's hard to avoid when both players are running full speed. Sometimes that's why you're wearing a helmet. Otherwise, we'd still be wearing the leather helmets back in the day.
My first helmet in Little League was a suspension helmet, so we don't want to talk about what was happening in 1973. But I agree. I think that my opinion of it is if you make an attempt to wrap up, it's not targeting. If you come in like a missile, your head down, your arms back, yes, that's completely different than you come in squared up, put the emblem of your face mask in the middle of the guy's numbers and wrap your arms. That's just form tackling. That's not.
Well put. No, I agree with that completely. And again, like I said, these officials, this is a thankless job. They do what they can, but watching it live time but going to the monitor, when you can slow things down, I think there are levels of targeting, and I just feel like the college rules are too severe. That's my soapbox for the night.
I agree. I'm going to stand on the soapbox with you. And my son, if he's listening, he's also going to agree with you, because he and I have this discussion frequently.
And now we've got short and something now. One of the officials coming over to explain to Coach Munkers the situation.
There was some pushing and shoving or some talking that happened after that last play, and the umpire threw his flag late, 3 or 4 seconds after the play, and then they took quite a while to sort it out, and it looks like it was a unsportsmanlike conduct call on someone from Dixie that said something or did something they shouldn't have.
10-7 is our score. 3:12 left here in the second quarter. Coming up, we'll have the Rally Stop halftime show. First half analysis. We'll, go back to the studio. We'll get Spencer Rodek with scores, scoring summaries, statistics from the other games tonight, and get you all ready for half number 2. But still, this last 3 minutes and under, somebody can grab the momentum. The momentum is kind of hanging for either team to grab here, and the Flyers have their chance, but that ball was batted down. It's incomplete.
Yeah, middle 4 minutes, those last 4 of the first half and first 4 of the second half are so important in a football game, especially a 10-7 game, that it's still anybody's ball game. So we'll see who wants to get a win right here before the end of the first half. Get him some momentum going.
I want to give credit. That was Trayvon that deflected that. Wind is at the Flyers' back. There is a little, 8-9 mile an hour breeze behind the Flyers, and the Flyers want to take a timeout. We'll take it. Timeout's brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof, auto, home, or life insurance. Get a free quote. See how much Luke can save you at American Family Insurance. We'll make it a quick 30-second timeout. Don't want to miss a thing. Flyers driving up 10-7.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
What was that last ad? That was
Hey, we are back, everybody. Paul's looking at his roster, trying to decipher. What were you trying to figure out there, Paul?
I said the last ad was for, looked like it was for Dixie Tech, which is where I work.
Oh, yeah. Up there on the ridge. That's a great job because you're almost like a teacher, so you get all the holidays off, the summers off, right?
Yeah.
All the holidays?
Yeah, we do get that schedule, and sometimes in the finance department, we even take the days off.
There you go. And now we thought out of the timeout we were going to start, but we've got a flag flying again. So with 2:47, we've seen this second quarter slow down with a lot of penalties.
Yeah,
both these teams want this game.
We had those 2 long drives, and thought we were finally going to get some momentum going on the offensive side of the ball. And since then, both defenses have kind of stiffened back up and turned this back into a defensive battle in the late stages of the second quarter.
All right, let's get a play in without a penalty here, Paul. You all for it?
Yeah.
See what happens. Truman going to throw down the field, taking a shot back of the end zone, and it is, I think, intercepted. It was Archie Therafall with the pick, but there is a flag down on the play.
Yeah, I think they got a little push as he was trying to get around and go for that ball, and they're going to call the pass interference.
A lot of time to throw.
Yeah, that was an out and up, and when Barbin.
That is cousin on cousin. Jackson and Archie are first cousins. They're battling.
Oh, it's a family battle going on.
Yeah, you're going to see who gets to, cut the turkey at Thanksgiving.
Absolutely. Little bragging rights going on.
Still Barbin also cousins with these guys. So you got 3 of the stars in the region are all related. Still Barbin, quarterback Crimson, Jackson Barbin, senior receiver, and Archie Therafall. He's just a junior.
Yeah. So we got some good football genes in Washington County for sure.
They're going to run it. Silas Russell off left tackle. He's shot out of a cannon, takes a big hit by Archie Therafall down to near the 6-yard line.
And that's when I'm talking about a form tackle a minute ago. We'll watch the replay here. We'll show you form tackling right here.
Just so you know, Dev, you can tell that you're eating on air.
And that was a big-time hit, but you're right. He had his arms extended.
Yep, wrapped him up, put his helmet across him, stopped his run, and made a great tackle.
Truman, little movement. Here comes the blitz. The play is blown dead. Truman mishandled that snap, but they stop everything.
And we made one play without a penalty, and now we're back to it.
And this was a false start against the Flyers. That'll back them up 5. You can see Labate, number 77, on that right hand, he's got a big cast. That's a broken hand, happened 2 weeks ago. But his dad said, Doc, put a cast on that, club it up.
Just go, yeah.
We'll have surgery after the season's over. Tough kid right there, huh?
That's right.
102 to play. RPO. Oh, that ball looked like it was on the back of Silas Russell. Spin move off the hit from Archie Therafall, who's playing hard right now. Archie is all over side to side defensively for Snow Canyon, and I don't think he got much of a gain at all there.
Yeah, ran along.
See that ball?
Yep, I think that what you said, him getting a hold of the ball made him slow down a step, and pursuit got to him.
Folks on radio, he was pinning it to his backside, and then he wrapped it around and finally tucked it. That was a dangerous play. He'll give it to Russell again, going left, and tackle made. Coming in for the Warriors was
McClellan again.
He's made a couple of big-time stops in this game, Paul.
I think that's 2 or 3 TFLs that he's had, and that's a tough one because that's going to make it 3rd and goal from back outside the 10-yard line.
So the Flyers have their hands full. We talked about this in our Team D Auto Sales Keys to the Game. Get the keys to a great pre-owned used car, truck, or SUV for you at East St. What we said red zone chances would be vital tonight.
This is one of those 4-point plays right here.
Truman looking, slant route into the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. Looking for Barchi and nearly intercepted by Swenson. Swenson slow to get up. Now he's fine. Looks okay. Maybe a little frustrated. He didn't make that pick.
Yeah, so.
Oh, Oh, he had a beat on it.
Yep, Snow Canyon made the play on defense, and now Dixie's going to have to settle for the field goal. So that was a third down, 4-point third down for the Snow Canyon team. That we'll have to see if that comes back as we stay in a close game and get into the second half.
Just 51 seconds left here in the second quarter, and Jonathan Bibiano Vargas will be out for what will be about a 30-yard field goal attempt. Maybe we'll give it 29, just shy of the 20 is where Barban will spot that ball. Kick is low, might have been deflected, and it's no good. The Warriors defense is unscathed, and they'll have a little time left here before the half.
Yep, I don't know how many timeouts it looks like they have all 3 of their timeouts left and 51 seconds to go.
Was it blocked? I don't think anybody touched it. I think he just pulled it.
Yeah, I think he just got it.
It looked like there was a leaping attempt to block it in the middle of the field, but I'm not so sure if he got a hand on it or not. I think he just pulled it low and left. And how about this Warrior defense? They've come up big a couple of times tonight. And now here comes Talon Kelly in the Warrior offense. Maybe take a couple shots if you get a good positive play or two. Maybe pick up a first down or something and take a couple shots down the field here. I don't think you'll see the Warriors just go into the locker room. Now, Dixie will get the ball to start the second half. 46 seconds, and they have a couple of timeouts. All 3 of their timeouts in their back pocket. Throw outside behind the intended receiver, and it's intercepted. Junior Coughlin down the sideline. Junior Coughlin cuts and hit and falling into the end zone. No, he's knocked out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds at the 3.
And a flags fly late. Some jawing back and forth. Oh, that is not what the Warriors wanted to happen right there. That ball was just thrown behind the intended receiver, and Junior Coughlin with the pick.
Yeah, great defense. He's right on him in his hip pocket and makes the quarterback pay for a bad throw.
Oski, Junior Coughlin, how about that? And now the Flyers can take a 2-score advantage here. Now the penalty could back them up. Right here, I think you're going to get a little taunt from Sawyer clapping towards Tank Kelly.
Yeah, right in his face. Yeah. I think it's going to make this, instead of first and goal at the 2, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 17.
Wow, what a bizarre ending to this half, Paul.
Yeah, we were just talking about Snow Canyon trying to get some momentum, and that little bit errant throw there by Kelly has set the Flyers up with a chance to get those points back that they lost when they missed the field goal.
And we've seen Tank have better. Did they eject somebody? Did I just see an ejection?
I thought that looked like it from the
officials or
referee.
I mean, I didn't see anything that was ejectable. I mean, maybe a little taunt there, a little extra celebratory on the pick nearly to the 6.
Did he have another unsportsmanlike call?
Not that I recall. Coughlin, though, ball behind, interception. He kind of fought for it, wrestled it away, and then big hit between Kelly and Coughlin. And Kelly keeps going. And then watch at the end of this play, Sawyer starts just clapping, kind of gives a little bit of a bump. It wasn't a headbutt, but he was right grill to grill.
Yeah, probably a good call for the unsportsmanlike conduct.
I don't see ran on the field. The penalty is certainly going against Dixie.
So here they are in 1st down with 34 seconds.
Plenty of time here for Coach Munkers in the offense. We'll see what Coach Munkers draws up a Bennett in motion. Truman will keep it. Got a little green turf right up the middle, down inside the 10. Now he stretches out and the ball popped out, but that one I think was caused by the turf.
Yeah, he put the ball down on the turf, so that's it.
Right up the middle there.
Used one of their timeouts.
Therafall makes the tackle. Yep, we got a timeout brought to you by Luke Hewdy at American Family Insurance. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout.
What's up, sports fans?
And we'll see who can take the momentum into the locker room. Flyers right now with the ball in the Cache Valley Bank red zone, up 10-7.
State Bank of Southern Utah
Hey, Devin, did you see the thing in the group chat?
Bank in the best of Southern Utah.
That the scoreboard
See why you
on your live streams all screwed up?
Bank,
If
the
you can have
best
someone
bank,
fix it.
and the best mortgage lender
It says
in Southern Utah.
DHHS
Member
for Dixie
FDIC, equal
instead.
housing lender.
Should be just DHS. VHS.
Markets are unpredictable, but reaching your financial goals shouldn't be. Adams Wealth Advisors is dedicated to navigating these challenges. They will give you the expertise needed to help you reach your financial goals. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com today.
You're on.
All right, we got confirmation in the timeout. That's why I want to take a quick break. I went over and talked to Roger Christensen, the public address announcer of the Flyers, and he saw what you saw, Paul. He did eject Rand Sawyer. He was called for one previously, so that was his second taunting call, unsportsmanlike call, and so Rand Sawyer is done for the night. That is a huge loss for this Flyers offense and their special teams. There's a kick and punt returner as well.
Yeah.
So Sawyer's night is done, and Truman and the Flyers have 20 seconds on the first half clock. They're up by 3. Uh-oh, bad snap. Going to go down and get it, and it's recovered by Snow Canyon. Trey Vaughn just went in and dove as Truman was trying to grab it and pick it up. He took it away, and that is a takeaway and another stop by this Warrior defense with their backs against the wall.
Yeah, a huge turnover, huge momentum play going into halftime. It's something you're going to go talk about. The defense recovered for their quarterback, got him the ball back, shut him down. That's a massive play in this game. And he did, like you said, hustle play. He just dove. The quarterback was trying to pick the ball up, and he dove and slapped it out of his hands and then recovered it himself.
Mark that down as an Applying Soul Sailors Plus Playmaker Play of the Game nominee there.
Absolutely.
Certainly, Trey Vaughn saving some points potentially. The 16 seconds. Now we might see Snow Canyon just content to put it on the ground here and go into the break. Nope, I'm wrong. TK rolling left, looking to throw, throws, and it is caught. TK, I love it. Finding his man Swenson, Mikhail Swenson. And that's enough to move the chains. It's the Red Rock Real Estate first down, but only 9 seconds left, and they're still inside their own 40.
Might be one of those where they're just trying to get the ball to midfield and throw a Hail Mary.
Well, we know Kelly can throw it. He can reach the end zone. I think he can throw it about 70. I mean, he's got a strong arm. If he drops back 4 or 5 yards, he's going to be inside his own 30, though. Double move. Samaje beat the defender. Caught it at the 40. He's got to get out of bounds. He does. There is 2 seconds on the clock, and now they're at the 27-yard line of Dixie. The old out and up, Paul.
Yeah, great out and out. Very well executed. Nice pump. The defender bid on it, thinking they were going to throw the short out. And a really smart play by the receiver to get out of bounds and preserve clock. So now Dixie's got to decide, do they want to take one shot into the end zone or do they want to bring out a field goal?
Well, Snow Canyon is gonna talk about it. They've got the huddle out there at the 35. The ball is at the 27. So
45-yard field goal. That's a long field goal for a high school kicker, but
yep. One more look at the double move. It was timed perfectly. The pump fake as his shoulders were to the out route, and then Kelly puts a great ball in front of the safety right on the hands of Samaje Thompson.
Yeah, we talked about short memory. Kelly came out through the pick, almost cost him the momentum. They got the ball back, and he came out slinging it again. Threw 2 completions, took them from wherever they were, 9 or 10-yard line. Now they're in scoring position with one more shot at it before the half.
That last play was from the 28. So 40-yard pickup on the out and up.
Yeah.
And now the field goal unit is out. Ammon Allred. Just talking a little bit about him, and this is a kid that plays 2 fall sports. He has to divvy up his time between the golf course and the football team, and he's going to try a 45-yarder. The kick, it's up. Is it long enough? It's on line, but it is just short. Would have been good probably from 35, but not from 45. I don't think he got all of that one, Paul.
Yeah, it did seem to be a little fast spinner, a little high, so I think he kicked under it a touch.
Yep.
Trying to get it there and didn't quite make it, but
hey, I like the decision. You try to tie this game, give your kicker a shot. It just didn't work out. Allred probably a little frustrated there, but the Flyers will take the 3-point lead into the break, 10-7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, Rally Stop halftime show here from Dixie High School. Glad you're with us on the Fan Sports Network. Stay with us, everybody. Nets on Fire is the premier indoor basketball training facility in Southern Utah with 4 full-size gyms and group and individual training packages available for every age and skill level. Nets on Fire can elevate your game. Hoop it, Nets.
own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Relatives coming to visit, not enough room, or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit St. George, Utah Vacation Rentals. You need a good dentist for your kids. Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9. And From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Red Ledges Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledges Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Hey, Region 9 sports fans. This is Matt Hickman with Academy Mortgage, a proud sponsor of Region 9 football. I would be honored to help you with your next mortgage, whether it's purchasing a home, building, or refinancing. Hey, I'm wide open. Let's connect for a touchdown. I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
Halftime show. Stats reaction and the analysis of the first half. Here's the Fans Sports Network team.
Rally Stop halftime show here, 10-7 Flyers. But boy, oh boy, did both teams have some chances to change that score. But that's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Rally Stop halftime show. Rally Stop reminds you that before or after cheering on your favorite team, there's no better place to refuel than Rally Stop. So come on in, grab some gas, your favorite sodas and snacks. They'll have all your pre or post-game celebration needs. Devin Dixon, Paul Venezuela with you here. And Paul, oh my goodness, did both teams miss out on some opportunities. And boy, oh boy, did both teams take advantage of some big plays to get some stops. I mean, that last 4 or 5 minutes of that second quarter was entertaining.
Super fun to watch. I mean, we talked at the beginning, when you're number 10 and number 11, you're 8 games into the season, that RPI is pretty accurate. Said this was going to be a pretty evenly matched game. They've gone back and forth with momentum. They've gone back and forth with big hits, turnovers, missed field goals, everything you want to see if you're a high school football fan. If you're a football fan, it was a fun half to watch. We got a 10-7 game, halftime adjustments, mentally, what the coaches do, all those things are going to be super important. We'll come out and we'll see who's going to do it. And we'll see, had one player thrown out that's a big player for Dixie. So we'll see that with the first play coming out when we have the kickoff. He won't be back there for the kickoff return. So it's it was just fun to watch. I was super impressed. If I was going to pick a player that I thought really stood out, was Archie Threlfall, that was just flying all over the place on defense, making form tackles and keeping his team in the game. They're down 3 points, but he really played a great first half.
A couple guys that stood out. I thought Matthew McLennan
made some great plays on defense. and did a good job. Their offense made a couple mistakes on the turnovers, and their defense responded and got the ball back for them. So,
yeah, I mean, I thought defensively Snow Cannon bent but didn't break. I mean, you know, Tegan Whitehead and Ryder Holt, and you mentioned Therafall. I thought Mikhail Swinson had a couple nice plays. Like, that defense is balling out right now. They're playing hard. This is a much better defensive performance than they saw in the first half last week against Desert Hills, which has to make the coaching staff happy. On the road, you're only down 3. It could have been a 2-score deficit very easily, but that defense came up with some big plays. Even when Junior Coughlin got that late pick to Trayvon to go in and dive on that ball and just take it away from Wyatt Truman as he's trying to pick it up after a low snap. Little hustle plays like that make a world of difference.
Right now, that's the biggest play of the game, because that's a play that kept it from being 13-7 or maybe even 17-7 at halftime.
And Wyatt Truman looked like he tried to barehand it with the right, and he couldn't get it. And then when he went back down, Vaughn was there in time to knock it free and pounce on it. And yeah, that's probably our leading candidate is your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game.
Yeah, he was stepping back because he was going to throw. The ball kind of ran away from him. That's the great thing about football. That thing's got points on it, and it doesn't bounce back up to you like a basketball. And that was a case of just a hustle play where he came in and saw the ball was still live, knocked it away from him, and then recovered his own. After he caused the fumble, he recovered it himself. So that was a great play.
For our video stream, the state champ Jetettes performing here at halftime. Flyers lead 10-7. So Snow Cannon's happy. They dodged some bullets. They're playing hard. Flyers, though, you could argue squandered some opportunities there, and they're without Rand Sawyer in the second half, like you alluded to. And he's an excitable player. He's a passionate player, and you know, had the warning on the first one, and then the second one where he clapped at Tank Kelly there. They caught him, and you know, he's done for the night.
Yeah, you got to have a little bit of discipline to be with your team, but he'll learn from that, and we'll see how his team responds with him out, and if they step up and take the chip off his shoulder and put it on their own and try to make some plays.
It happened on a pick six. Here's the play. Junior Coughlin jumps the out route. Ball was behind the receiver. Kelly makes a hit. Coughlin kind of bouncing off. Sawyer's trying to bulldoze and push and fight and block for Junior to get in, and then the claps, and then he came up and the official's right there, and you know, can't do that. Just can't do that. You got to keep it cool there.
If you read the lips of the official that threw the penalty, he said, "Hey, you just can't do that."
Yeah.
So, and I don't know that he knew that he had already had an unsportsmanlike earlier in the quarter, but he got that the second unsportsmanlike in the same game, and so he gets to watch the second half.
You look at how this one kind of played out in this first half. If you joined us just a little bit late, it was a field goal, a 31-yarder by Jonathan Bibiano Vargas that got our scoring going in this one after a pretty good drive that kind of stalled out, and that was a 3-0 lead. And then not too much more, just both teams trading touchdowns after that.
2 long drives, a 90-yard drive and then an 80-yard drive, and then they went back to playing defense.
And this was the 31-yarder. Not only did he get the catch over the top of the defender, but he kept a couple feet in bounds, and a beautiful pass from Talon Kelly to J.T. Westbrook for the Warriors' lone score of the half. And here's the touchdown. Truman, he hits Barbin fighting. You love it on senior night, diving in. Got the extra 5 yards with a little heart, little hustle. And that's where we sit at the Rally Stop halftime show. Flyers leading 10-7. Glad you're with us. Devin Dixon, Paul Valenzuela with you. Cannon Sechrist, our video producer. Spencer Rodak back in studio. Standing by, we're going to take another 2-minute break. When we come back, Spencer Rodak will run down the scores from around town and around the state. I'll give you a little update on that Mountain Crest Skyview game. I know Crimson fans watching that game closely tonight. Skyview, this is the final game of the season. They're 8-0, number 1 in the RPI. Crimson's sitting at 2. So we'll have an update on the region games and some games around 4A that are meaningful as we're winding down the regular season. Next Wednesday are the 3 finales. Glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network inside our Rally Stop halftime show. At the break, 10-7. Flyers lead the Warriors on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City.
Call 435-251-2299 to find the location nearest you.
Welcome to the Rally Stop Halftime Show. Stats, reaction, and the analysis of the first half. Here's the Fan Sports Network team.
All right, welcome into the Rally Stop Halftime Show. I'm Spencer Rodak here in the Fan Sports Network studio. Big thanks to Intermountain Sports Performance. There is no offseason. Get sports-specific training at Intermountain Sports Performance. Locations from Logan to St. George. Intercap Lending. Scoot Gibson has a loan for you at competitive rates and exceptional service. Call 435-619-8080 today. And by Handel's Ice Cream. Open late, 7 days a week. Stop by for the best ice cream on the planet at Handel's Ice Cream. And, of course, as I mentioned, the Rally Stop Halftime Show. Rally Stop reminds you that after cheering on your team, there's no better place to refuel than Rally Stop. So come on in and grab some gas, your favorite soda, and some snacks. They have all your post-game celebration needs. So we're just going to run down the halftime scores here around the region. Of course, right before we went to break, Devin did mention that I would give you the score for one of the big games up in Cache Valley, Region 10, Skyview and Mountain Crest. Right now it is 14-10, Mountain Crest winning there. And then we've got around the region, it's 42-0 Crimson Cliffs against Pineview. 28 points for Crimson in the first quarter, 14 in the second. Started things off with a 16-yard touchdown pass from Steele Barbin to Boston Adamson. And then another Steele Barbin touchdown pass, 50-yarder this time to Tyler West. And then McCord Christiansen, 30-yard touchdown on the ground for the 21-0 lead. 28-0 was Steele Barbin with a 60-yarder to Tyler West. And then 35-0 was a 50-yard touchdown from Barbin to Adamson for the second time. So 2 tosses for Barbin to Adamson and 2 for him to Tyler West if you're keeping track at home. And then a 20-yard pass from Steele Barbin to Tyler West makes it 42-0. And McCord Christiansen's got a touchdown on the ground. Steele Barbin's got 5 through the air, 3 to Tyler West and 2 to Boston Adamson. So that game is a blowout, as a lot of people probably predicted. And then we've got Desert Hills and Hurricane. That game is at halftime. 49-0 Desert Hills, so a very similar score line there. Desert Hills, Garrett Grondell got the start for the Thunder against his former team, the Hurricane Tigers, and he had a 39-yard scamper on the ground to make it 7-0. Titan Mason got a 20-yard touchdown to make it 14-0, and by the end of the first quarter, they added 2 more, 56-yard touchdown run from Titan Mason, and a 22-yard run from Grondell. So that is, oh, and they also, they added another one at the end of the first quarter, right when it expired, basically, 51-yard run from Grondell on the ground. So 35-0 after quarter one. And then Grondell added another one, 20-yard touchdown in the second quarter, and then Bo Wall came in, the former starter and backing up Grondell in this game. He had a 20-yard touchdown pass to Austin Wintle. About 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. So total 49-0. Grondell has 4 touchdowns. Titan Mason has 2 touchdowns. All of those are on the ground, and then Bo Wall has a touchdown passing for Desert Hills. So 49-0 there. Then, of course, Snow Canyon Dixie. Devin and Paul went over this a lot. Of course, it's our Boulevard home game of the week, and they're out there on the call, live stream, and here on the radio on the Fan Sports Network. And then, of course, the other 2 games are also live streamed on the fansportsnetwork.com. Dixie got on the board first with a 31-yard field goal from Jonathan Bibiano Vargas, last week's hero who hit the game winner against Cedar. Snow Canyon answered with a 31-yard touchdown pass from Talon Kelly to JT Westbrook to make it 7-3 Snow Canyon. But Dixie got a 14-yard touchdown pass from Wyatt Truman to Jackson Barbin with 8 minutes to play before halftime. So that made it 10-7, and that's obviously, like I said, the Boulevard Home game of the week. That game is at halftime. So just to round things up, 42-0 Crimson over Pineview. 49-0 Desert Hills over Hurricane, and in the game of the week, it is 10-7 Dixie over Snow Canyon. So we got a couple blowouts, and we got a close one. So we'll obviously keep probably our eye more on the close one, and we're going to take a break, and that was our Rally Stop halftime show, and I'm Spencer Rodak with your update. When we come back here on the Fan Sports Network, we're going to get it back out to Devin and Paul on the call at Dixie High School. So we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cass Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit Nets on Fire.
The start of half number 2. Thanks, Spencer Rodak, back in studio with a rundown all the scores. How about Mountain Crest giving Skyview all they want, leading by 4 right now. That's number 1 versus number 9 in the latest RPI rankings. Yeah, here, this is 10 versus 11, and we haven't settled anything.
Yep. 9 looks like they're trying to scratch their way up into the bye.
Yeah.
Into that top 8, so you get the first week off.
Again, Spence told us Desert Hills taking care of business at home against Hurricane, and Crimson taking care of business at home against Pineview. So this is the closest game in the region. Glad you're with us here on the Fan, or watching on the FanSportsNetwork.com or KSLSports.com. Ammon all-red right-footed kick, and it's going to bounce inbounds, and it is going to go out of bounds, and that's going to give the Flyers excellent field position here to set up shop and start the second half with the football and a 3-point lead. But again, no Rand Sawyer in the second half.
Yeah, so that didn't have a chance for a return on that because the ball went out of bounds. And the punt game and the special teams, that could really come into play here for sure.
So here comes Truman from the 35-yard line. Bennett and Barchi split to the far side of the field. And Barbin and Coughlin in Twins formation to the near side of the field. They're going to move the ball to the right hash here. Silas Russell in the backfield with Wyatt Truman. Both quarterbacks tossed 1 touchdown pass in the first half. Crowd in the line. Now the Flyers back out of it. They run it up the middle. And a nice tackle down low. Was that Ryder Hole coming in and dragging down Silas Russell?
Yeah, backside pursuit on that. They pulled backside guard and tackle, ran a kind of a counter play, and Holt just had too much speed, got there too fast.
Beautiful scrape and tackle by Ryder Hole. Good student, too, 4.0 student. You like your football players with a high IQ like that, don't you, Paul? You always get good grades when you played back in the day, right?
I graduated 4th in my high school class.
Impressive.
There were 6 people in my class.
Second down and 7. Junior Coughlin with the carry. Hit, bouncing off it, but the second wave comes, and he is thrown down.
Yeah, playing good defense to start. Out of really, Snow Canyon played good defense the whole first half, and continuing that right now. Really good pursuit, especially from their linebackers.
Pickup of a yard or so, and that was it. So 3rd and 5 for the Flyers. Moments into the second half. Flyers up 10-7. Truman taking a look. Line pointing things out. Center now has it in his hand. Man in motion, it's Bennett. Fake it to Bennett. Pressure comes from the backside. He feels it, gets rid of it. Oh, and he had a man, Junior Coughlin, on a corner route open, and he overshot him by a yard.
Coughlin read a stop on that, and the quarterback read the go, and he threw the ball 10 or 12 yards further downfield than his receiver was stopped. Watch him. He just stopped and didn't quite get there.
Yeah, Truman maybe thought he was going to break it a little bit flatter towards the sideline. And to Truman...
they called the roughing the passer on that.
Oh,
I saw him...
Late hit, maybe? Yeah. On the quarterback?
He signaled roughing the passer, so he came in on that backside blitz. And if you watch on the replay here, the blitzer comes...
Yeah, hit him back.
Hit him after the ball was gone.
And that was West, I believe, with that penalty. So, new set of downs. RPO, Truman will keep it right up the middle, slides feet first.
For about 7 yards.
Yep, where you start the slide. Those are the same rules as we have in college and the pros. But, you know, they do need to keep Wyatt Truman healthy. I believe they would probably go to a wildcat with like a Christian McCaffrey, Silas Russell, or a Rand Sawyer if he got hurt. The other quarterback on the roster is just a freshman, Deacon Virgin, 9th grader, who's going to be good, but just a freshman. Comeback route, Barchi threw his hands incomplete. On the coverage over there, number 45, that's Hutchings.
Yeah. Lucido Bennett was a little frustrated because he felt like he was wide open. He's jumping up and down looking for the ball, but receivers are always looking for the ball, right?
Absolutely. Would you expect anything less?
No, that's.
Have you seen Stephon Diggs begging for the football from Josh Allen on Sunday?
It's understandable.
How about DJ Moore last night, putting up 50 spot in fantasy? Truman throwing, caught. No, it popped out. I think it's going to be incomplete. Got to sustain the catch.
Yeah, Barbin had it in his hands, and I think...
no, they gave him the catch.
Did they give it to him?
I thought it
came out.
Well, maybe he ripped it out. We'll take a look. Holbrook Asphalt replay.
If he possessed him, was already down. Oh.
Did it hit the ground?
No, it didn't ever hit the ground. And that's another. If you look on that replay, he never possessed it. It had the ball in his belly, and the defender raked it out of there, and they called it a catch. So that's twice that the stripes have been on the side of Dixie in this game.
RPO, Truman, tackle made. Goobler on top there. Also Hutchings again in there. Everybody calls him Tag. His real name is Tyler Goobler. Second down and 8. Just a 2-yard pickup for Dixie. Working left to right on your radio dial. If you're listening to this game, you're heading home for the night, jump online, thefansportsnetwork.com or KSLsports.com. Watch the finish. Tight one right now. Flyers with the ball, up by 3. Run outside. Lucido Bennett ran out of bounds and another minimal gain. Good job by the Warrior defense stretching that play out, never letting him really turn the corner and run north and south.
Yeah. Another big third down now after coming across midfield on the penalty. And let's see if the Snow Canyon defense can stiffen up.
Third down for the Flyers in Warrior territory. 3rd and 8 from the 32. Truman going to throw. Backpedaling throws, crossing route complete to Barbin. Barbin going to dive near the sticks and going to be really close.
Looks like he's a half a yard short from where I can see where the line's...
Yeah, they're going to spot it on the 25, and it's going to be 4th and 1. A short 1 here.
They're coming right back up to the line of scrimmage.
Coach Munker's no hesitation. Offense stays on the field. Bennett now sets. They'll run it. Russell bouncing, diving, first down Flyers. Red Rock Real Estate first down. Silas Russell.
Yeah, good job by the Dixie offensive line. They just removed the line of scrimmage and then let the running back choose where he was going to go to get the first down.
Friday night under the lights, Region 9, second to last regular season game. Snow Canyon gets Pineview next week. Dixie plays Crimson in the finales before the playoffs begin. Everybody's trying to get in position to get a top 8 seed in a bye. Both these teams sit at 10-11 coming in tonight. I've mentioned it a couple times, but top 8 get the bye. Of course, if you're 9 through 16, you get a home game in the first round, which is also very beneficial. The last 2 years we've had 13 teams in 4A. We're going to have 24 teams in the 4A state football tournament, and no nobody loves it more than the coaches and the players across the state. Going to be a true fun road to get to Rice-Eccles Stadium. Both the semis and the finals will be held back up at Rice-Eccles Stadium. Of course, last year was Crimson versus Desert Hills, so they moved it to Greater Zion Stadium, which was kind of fun for us down here. Nice block outside for Lucido Bennett, who goes into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Flyers. A 23-yard touchdown pass. Truman hits Bennett. It's coming back, though. I think there's a flag, maybe an illegal block downfield. Might be offensive pass interference because Junior Coughlin locked on to William West before the ball was caught.
Yeah, but he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, so that's a screen pass. Might have called a hold, just a straight-up hold.
Could have been.
Didn't see a signal from the official. Either way, took a really nice play for Bennett and brought it back.
So Canyon's defense, I said this earlier in the broadcast, Paul, but they look so much better. And I think the big thing versus last week against Desert Hills and tonight is they've switched to a three-man front for a lot of this game, a 3-4 look. They'll rush three here. Truman clean pocket, throws it, tipped, deflected, and it's intercepted. Diving interception by Smith. And the Warriors have another takeaway. Boy, oh boy, I think that's their third takeaway of the night.
Yep, we talked about turnovers in our pregame as being a key, real big key in this game, and that's a couple times where Dixie's had the ball down there knocking on the door, and the defense from Snow Canyon has taken the ball away.
I mean, the last 2 minutes of the half, we had maybe a blocked field goal. There was the interception, and there was the fumble, and then the missed field goal from the Warriors at the horn at the end of the half. It was a long one, 45-yarder. I mean, and now all of a sudden, Flyers are driving again, and the Warriors tip it up. It was just hanging up in the air, and Smith says, "Thank you very much." And that was a good diving effort.
A nice tip drill right there to concentrate on the ball. Got down, he caught it a foot off the ground, but got both hands on the ball and made a nice catch.
7:21 to go, third quarter. 10-7. Flyers lead on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. They'll run it up the middle. Here comes Barnes. Barnes tackled, and he'll fall forward, and that is nearly a gain of 9. Depends on the spot. Tackle made by number 42, the sophomore, Isa Lapati.
Yeah, that was a big play on first down to get the drive started and kind of they were backed up a little bit. Now they're out where they've got a little breathing room.
Lapati on the right side, Crichton on the left side. They're trying to put some pressure on 10. Clean pocket, has time, comeback route to Samaje Thompson, incomplete.
Really good defense there by Lucido Bennett. Stays right in his pocket and made a really nice play. He breaks on the ball, he turns and breaks with him.
That's what you like your corners to do. You can hear the Flyer fans. Yeah, the third down making a little noise. Here at home tonight, they lead by 3. Warriors going to run it, and it is going to be swallowed up, pushing the pile, but not getting there. It's going to be short. No gain on the play. Maybe even lost half a yard, Paul.
Yeah, it was, I think, 7 or 8 of the 11 Flyers were in that pile, and they pushed the whole pile backwards. That's the definition of swarming defense right there.
Yep, everybody kind of coming in, and punt unit for the Warriors. Thought maybe this would be up in the 20s. Both teams have got some talented playmakers, but it's the defenses that have come up big time and time again in this one. Still 10-7. Flyers are set to get the ball back. Kelly low end over end kick. Coughlin's going to grab it. Coughlin's going to take it right up the middle. First man misses, but the second guy, Stewart, 8 on 8 there. We'll wear number 8, and Stewart takes down Coughlin. Yeah. But good position, field position.
Good field position. The turnover ended up costing Dixie was a little bit of time and moves them back maybe 25 or 30 yards. So they did get the ball back, but Snow Canyon used it to flip the field a little bit, and really no one has taken the game is playing the same way it was in that second quarter, kind of slugfest, just punching each other straight in the jaw and seeing who can take it. Both defenses playing really well, and the offense is having a hard time finding a rhythm.
Flyers turn on offense. Good field position. They'll start this drive from their own 47. RPO, and Truman lost it but dove back on top of it. Nearly a miscue there, but Truman able to recover after it hit the turf in the backfield.
He learned from that mistake down below. That didn't try to pick that one back up. Just said, wait, we're going to live to play another down. He goes right on top of that.
So 2nd down and 12. They lose 2, but they keep possession. That's, like you said, live to fight another down. Truman out of the gun. Drops back, looking to throw, lets it fly, and it's an out route, but the receiver was running a go route and could have been nearly intercepted, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, just miscommunication between what the quarterback saw and the receiver saw on the route. So Barbin was running for home, and
well, Coach Munkers had Brock Mason. He moved to town and kind of got a lot of reps in the summer, looking like he was going to, win this job, and then got hurt. Truman came in, played pretty well. You go up to Park City, he fuels a comeback, kind of solidifies the quarterback job against Skyridge, and now a Scooter's Coffee sack. Trey Vaughn got there first.
Trey Vaughn has made 2 great plays coming off the edge on blitzes. He recovered that fumble, and then that play right there, he was just shot out of a cannon. He ran by the left tackle like he was standing still.
You can see him trying to strip that ball out, but Truman did a good job hanging on, and here comes Bennett to punt it away for the Flyers. That drive went backwards. Scooter's Coffee sack. Excited to have Scooter's Coffee. He's a great sponsor of Region 9 football, located out there State Street in Hurricane. Amazing drinks, amazingly fast drinks too. I went there, I was on my way to Copper Rock, decided I was going to go through Hurricane and grab some Scooter's Coffee. It is delicious, and it's so fast, and they serve it with a smile on their face. Go check it out there next time you're in Hurricane. And a fumble on the punt return. It's coughed up. Oh my goodness. JT Westbrook was charging it hard, and he just couldn't get it cleanly, and the Flyers jump on it. Recovered by number 19, James McKeon.
Yeah, that's a huge momentum swing right there. Your defense did a great job. They were thinking they were going to get off the field, and now they're right back on.
Did he overrun it to where it kind of got up into the bicep area?
Yeah, got up into his up on his arms and into his chest and bounced off.
So the Flyers get it right back, and oh my goodness, this game has had some twists and turns.
Good play to take a shot right here.
4:17 to go in the third. Still 10-7. Crossing pass route, caught by Barbin, big hit. That's a dealer collision, big hit, Ryder Holt.
Yeah, really put a hit on him, actually lost a yard on the play.
You've been in an accident, go see our friends at Dealer Collision Center, proud sponsor of Region 9 football, and the big hit of the game, Ryder Holt. You gotta be brave to run those crossing routes against those linebackers, and Ryder Holt's 6'3". He leveled the boom there. 2nd down and 12. Outside pass, incomplete, trying to find Coughlin, and that wasn't close.
Yeah, it's that's a tough throw. I mean, you look at it and you think it's only 8 yards up the field, but he's throwing from the left hash to almost to the boundary. So that's a 30 or 40 yard throw. Turned the wrong way and trying to get the ball accurately across the field. That's a really hard throw for a quarterback to make.
And Truman does have good arm strength, but I don't think he tried to overdo that one. I think he probably needed to throw that one a lot harder.
Yep, step into it and really throw it.
3:42, clock will stop on the incompletion. 3rd and long for the Flyers. Outside the Cache Valley Bank red zone, Mountains Awake, your financial outfitter. Looking, screen pass, and it is incomplete. Couldn't find Silas Russell. Gubler was over there in the vicinity, making it hard to get that pass accurately thrown to the running back. And a punt unit on. I don't think you want to go for it, and I don't think you're quite in field goal range here. This would be like a 50-yarder, so I think they're going to have to try to pin the Warriors deep. And this Warrior defense has found another stop.
Stopped them again. Sudden change on the muff punt. They come right out, 3 and out. They really have kept their team in the game.
Appreciate Intermountain Sports Performance. A lot of these players were calling their names out probably at one point in time, coming up through, grade school, middle school, Pee Wee football, trained Intermountain Sports Performance location, St. George to Logan, 5 in the state of Utah, 2 in St. George. Pooch kick angled, and it's going to roll down, and it is going to stop inside the 5 and be down near the 2-yard line. That is picture perfect from the kicker, Jonathan Bibiano Vargas.
Yeah, that ball was going to roll out of bounds. That was a perfect punt. That's what you want to do. So now a really long field for Snow Canyon on their offense, coming back out with 98 yards to go to try to tie or take the lead in this game.
It looks like they'll give them the 3, so you get 97.
97 yards.
Yep, there's the ball in the 3. That corner, I couldn't tell exactly. Now you can see where the ball's set at. 3:28 to go third. Nobody scored here in the second half.
Yeah, we thought it might be a track meet, and it's turned out to be more of a rock fight. So I like them both.
Well, we haven't settled anything. We know that for sure. Game in limbo. 3-point lead for the Flyers. TK, 3 yards deep in the end zone. Quarterback draw, outside left tackle, makes a man miss, breaks a tackle, spins forward, still fighting for yardage. He can have a Red Rock Real Estate first down.
Yeah, and a penalty late. I think we got another late hit on the Warriors after he was down.
I didn't see. It looked like one of the Flyer linemen hit defensive lineman hit Junior Coughlin, but I didn't see who pushed him into it. Let's take a look at the end of this run, and good hard-nosed run from Kelly.
65.
Just a little push, enough though to draw the flag, and it's a mistake there.
Yeah, but Kaufusi made a little bit of a late push in the back, and so they should give him the first down and then mark off the penalty. So it'll be first down, but it'll be backed up half the distance.
Yeah, the hold in high school used to be from the spot. They've changed it from scrimmage. But you're right, it was the first down and then the late hit. Oh, excuse me, it wasn't a hold, it was the late hit.
Yeah. So they'll mark that half the distance to the goal, and they'll give them a first and 10 again from about the 9 or 10 yard line.
Yep. East Paul, Venezuela, Devin Dixon. Glad you're with us here on the Fan Sports Network or the fansportsnetwork.com. It's our Boulevard home game of the week. And both these teams trying to kind of grab the momentum. Uncle Momentum has just been hanging in limbo since really midway through the second quarter, after both these teams traded second quarter touchdowns. Out of the gun, Kelly. Gonna fake a little jump pass. Now he's gonna tuck and he's gonna run. And good strong tackle by big double nickel Noah Russell. Put a 5-yard gain for Tank Kelly on the ground.
He's been their most consistent runner tonight. We knew he was going to be. We talked about it's going to be the Tank Kelly show, and he's trying to put the team on his back and carry him down the field, try and get the lead in this game.
Yeah, and you go back to the injury to Max Reynolds a couple weeks ago. The ACL let go, and since then they have used Tank. They're still giving Sanchez a few, Barnes a few, but it has been a lot more Tank Kelly since that injury to Reynolds. Now Kelly going to try to scramble, makes a man miss, bounces off a would-be tackle, cuts back, breaks another tackle. Tank Kelly fighting for yardage, running like a man possessed. Tank Kelly out across the 35 to the 37-yard line, and that is a gain of 23.
Yeah, we said we don't know quite what he weighs, but you're not going to arm tackle him, whatever it is, because he's strong.
Cannon, what does he weigh, 205? Probably?
Yeah, he's shifty and he's strong and he runs hard. There's one arm tackle, 2.
Count the misses. 3.
There's 3.
You can't arm tackle him.
4, 5.
He made 4 guys miss.
Made 4 guys miss, and that's
I go right back to a design quarterback run off the right side, but that time the Flyers had it figured out.
Yeah, they tackled him for a loss that time.
Number 37 for the Flyers, that is Alejandro Sevilla. I think it was
stepped up and made a good tackle on that play. So he did get right back to the line of scrimmage.
But second down and 10 for the Warriors. Again, this drive started from the 3 after Vargas pinned him deep. Flyers Gonna rush 4 here. 1 high safety. Pressure comes, rolling to the right. Kelly throws on the run, and it is caught. Stewart over there brought it in, and they'll pick up some positive yardage. Got a 6-yard gain, depending on the spot over on that far side of the field.
Yeah, big difference between 3rd and 10 and 3rd and 5. So that was a big play. Watch 52 come back and pick up a block to keep his quarterback moving. Did a good job to stick with the game.
3rd down and a long 4 for the Warriors. Watch Samaje Thompson. You got him on the island over here with Lacido Bennett. Now they'll put Cale Johnson in the slot and go twins to that near sideline. Ball's on the right far hash. 51 seconds left in the 3rd. Dixie leading 10-7 over Snow Canyon, but Snow Canyon trying to move the chains here. They need a long 4. Tank comes up, maybe changing something. Now hand motioning to the receivers. Kelly gonna throw over the middle, 1-on-1, has a man, it's caught behind the defense down to the 26-yard line. What a throw by TK, and the guy they like to take shots with, JT Westbrook, a great catch.
That might be his best throw of the night, because that thing was right there, dime, right in stride, right on his hands.
And not bad position by the DB, Carter Van Lin, but just a perfect throw. And run it to the outside, knocked out of bounds, another gain of 3, maybe 4, depending on the spot.
Yeah, they came right up after the big play and went fast and got 4 yards on 1st down.
Gilly Sanchez with the carry. Gilly came in. He missed the first 4 games of the season. 17 carries, 76 yards. Senior, but again, only played in 4 games. Missed the first 4 of the season. So Kelly going up top, over the middle, post route, touchdown! It's a touchdown, and it's JT Westbrook yet again. And Samaje JT do a little celebration in the end zone, and the Warriors have retaken the lead.
Yeah, he took off like he was going to run that up route again, and then broke it off on a post right there, and it stepped in front of the defender. Quarterback made a fantastic throw for the touchdown.
26-yard touchdown, capping off a 97, what was it, an 8-play, 97-yard drive.
Yards.
Woo! And the Warriors 13-10. Here comes the Finley Subaru extra point. All red, right foot, it's up. And it is good, and it is 14-10. We'll take a break on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Warriors by 4, late 3rd quarter.
As a local business owner, it's important to get the word out about your business. More people equals more revenue for you. Get your business in front of over 160,000 people in southern Utah each week with St. George News. Contact St. George News today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Everyone loves local sports, and of course loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
It's time for Region 9 action in tonight's Boulevard home game of the week on the Fan Sports Network.
How about them apples? Warrior Nation, you got to be loving it there. Flyer fans a little concerned. They trail for the 2nd time tonight. Both teams have had the lead on 2 occasions, but the first lead change here in the 2nd half and the first touchdown of the 2nd half, and it comes with 12 seconds on the 3rd quarter clock. Short kick taken at about the 10 by Bennett, coming all the way to the near side. He's got a room. He turns on the Jets, and a shoestring tackle by number 47 of the Warriors. That was Corbin Hafen, folks, and he saved maybe a touchdown, Paul.
Yeah, we got a flag on the field, but boy, that was a great run back. You know, you get your backup guy in and watch him, what he's doing. He made a great run and just a shoestring tackle.
Officials have been busy tonight. They'll sort this flag out. The Flyers are backtracking here. Sometimes on those long returns, you can get a crackback block, and that was the signal. Block in the back or a crackback block.
Yeah, illegal blindside block.
Yeah.
When I played football, we called that a hit. It was blocking.
definitely rules have evolved since you were a weeb cat up there in Ogden.
Yeah, it's been a long time since the Mike Price days, but
that's right, Mike Price. Did you play for Sark Arslanian as well, or no?
Sark Arslanian, my father-in-law played for him. I played for Dave and Mike Price. Coach Price was our head coach, and
before he went to Wazoo, was that his last stop before he went to Washington State?
Wazoo, we won we were Big Sky co-champs my senior year, and he got the job at Wazoo the next year.
Bledsoe, right?
Yeah, he went up there.
Bledsoe was his quarterback
for a while up there. Yeah.
Running to Silas Russell and Ryder Holt and company making a stop. And that's the end of the third quarter. We'll step aside. 12 minutes on the fourth quarter clock. When we come back, we got a good one brewing. Warriors have the 4-point lead on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard, 14-10 over Dixie. Stay with us on the Fan Sports Network.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Did you know that St. George News has a new app? Download the St. George News app today and stay up to date on everything happening in Southern Utah. Get instant notifications on news, weather, sports, and more. Download the app today and get your local news now.
What's up, sports fans? It's Blair Fry with the Fry team at Red Rock Real Estate. Let's be honest. You know what's addicting? Football. You know what else is addicting? Looking for homes or investment properties. Let the Fry team at Red Rock Real Estate coach you through your real estate addictions.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee.
Back live here, the student body chalk toss. As there's a pink cloud. The students are having fun tonight, huh, Paul?
They are. They're on both sides. They look like they're having a great time, and the Dixie students off to our left are really enjoying this. Trying to root their team on now.
Can't see it, so we're going back to live action, but there is a cloud filtering through our broadcast booth here.
We got the Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze going on in front of us right now.
He's Paul Venezuela. I'm Devin Dixon. Glad you're with us on the Fan Sports Network. Spencer Rodak back in the studio. Cannon Seacrest, Sebastian Linares with us tonight. And this fourth quarter is going to be interesting. This game has had a lot of unpredictable plays, big plays made by both teams, a lot of turnovers and takeaways in this one. Going up top, Wyatt Truman just off the fingertips of Junior Coughlin, and that would have been plenty for the first down. And it's incomplete.
There's that Snow Canyon defense coming in, another 3 and out, get the ball back for their offense after their offense just gave them the lead. So they looks like Snow Canyon has taken a little bit of momentum in this game.
Punt unit on. Like I said, that throw was just a little high for Coughlin to get his hands on it. Vargas kicks it away, flag flies. Punt is going to land and take a flyer bounce, and it's going to roll down inside the 30. It's going to backtrack right at the 30. And we'll await the penalty again. Gosh, I feel like we've had 20 flags, north of 20 flags in this game.
A lot of penalties in this game.
What do you think? This game means something? Very physical.
Yeah, both teams are playing really hard. You can tell that they both understand late in the season this is going to determine a lot, have a lot to say with where they're going to end up in the playoffs.
Well, the Flyers are used to close games.
And, it's still Region 9, so everybody's kind of your rival. We all live here in this valley except for the Cedar Reds that are up there, but the rest of these teams are all 5 miles apart. They all know each other. They've been playing each other since they were in Little League football, and it means something.
Yeah.
These home rivalry games.
Well, everybody wants a first round bye if you can get it, and that might be kind of at stake tonight. The loser of this game would definitely have to bounce back and win next week to have a chance at a bye, because you're 10-11 in the top 8 get a bye. Dixie's got to go to Crimson next week. Of course, Crimson's looking for revenge. Of course, Dixie's looking for revenge against Snow Canyon. Snow Canyon took them pretty good last year. Now they're going to make them re-kick it because the flag was on the Flyers, and it took a really good roll. And it's going to be another good Flyer kick. And this was going to actually be almost 6 yards better.
Yeah. The penalty helped Dixie by 6 yards, so they're glad they got to re-kick.
And I think what you saw was that Coach Dre over there. I couldn't tell who it was, but I think telling Samaje, hey, come up and field that. Maybe save us some yardage there.
Don't just let that, especially when there's not anybody right in your face, at least get on that ball and down it. But he might be a little gun shy after he muffed that one punt, too. So.
Well, that was Westbrook that muffed it, not Samaje.
Oh, that's right.
But, yeah, neither team wants another mistake.
Yeah.
Both defenses have had some impressive takeaways. Offenses have definitely made some mistakes. Now, the student body section for Snow Canyon is like flash mobbing in the stands on the other side. Great to be on a Friday night at Dixie High between these two crosstown rivals. Run up the middle, 9-yard pickup, a hold, everything. Shocking development here. We have a flag.
Boy, we're going to have to get a needle and thread and go sew the flags in their pockets.
And I think this one's coming back on a hold. Yeah, I think they held. And I think number 70 of the Flyers got held.
Illegal use of hands or holding. They're going to back him up 10 yards.
Yeah, I just saw him spin around. Quick Nets on Fire score update. Skyview 19, Mountain Crest 14, 6:42 left in the fourth quarter. And again, that's important because Skyview is the #1 team in the RPI, and they have a bye next week. So this will be their regular season finale, and they're up by 5. Crimson is winning tonight, but Crimson plays Dixie next week, so they could maybe, I think Crimson, if they continue to hold off Pineview and win again next week over Dixie, Crimson probably could leapfrog Skyview for the #1 overall seed.
Yeah.
They're only about 0.6 of a point behind the Bobcats in the RPI rankings between 1 and 2 going into this game tonight. Kelly, little delayed draw, quarterback keeps it, taken down immediately. Double nickel again. We've called his name a couple times. That's Russell, Noah Russell with the stop.
Yep.
Again, we'll be looking for our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. And, we started getting some nominees in the first half, and we've got even more nominees now in the second half. A lot of them are on the defensive side tonight.
Defensive side and those big plays.
Right now, the difference is the game is that last Snow Canyon touchdown that has given them the lead on that post route. Now they're going fade route, jump ball, and the Warriors almost adjusted back. That was Samaje Thompson, and he couldn't bring it in. A little sportsmanship between him and Junior Coughlin.
Yeah, Junior Coughlin did a good job. He was a little bit underthrown. He was beat a little bit, but he came back, watches the eyes, gets his hand up between the receiver's hands, and
roll that again, Cannon. Roll that one more time. Watch how effortless. It's a flick of the wrist. Like Tank Kelly, it looks so effortless. Like, watch the quarterback. It's just so smooth.
Flick of the wrist, the ball's 40 yards downfield.
Yeah. That time, though, maybe a little too smooth. Then they threw him by a yard.
Yeah.
3rd and long, 3rd and 14. Screen, left side. And Therafall going to be taken down and stopped. Junior Coughlin got there. And maybe a gain of 1, and that was it. Maybe 2, and it's 4th down, and Dixie's defense has stood tall.
Yeah, he did a great job. Coughlin kind of ran through all of the screen blockers and made the play on the receiver.
Definitely got to stay home. You can't overflow that because it looked like they were trying to fake something out on the right side. And then went back to that left side. Kelly, punt, and returnable from the 42. Bouncing it outside is Coughlin, trying to get the edge. And he fumbles the football, and Snow Canyon bounces on it! Snow Canyon recovers, and they have the football and another huge Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game nominee.
Yeah, that's a critical mistake. He has a great return going.
He should have maybe switched to the left side, huh?
Yeah.
So he's got it in the right hand as he switched the left hand.
And see how it's kind of loose out there? He doesn't have that high and tight, those 4 points.
And
gets stripped from the inside. Stripped by Looks like it was
18. Was it 18?
By Noah Campbell.
I couldn't tell who stripped it.
Yeah, Noah Campbell, I think, stripped it, and it was recovered by Joseph Smith. The backup. He's the backup quarterback. We saw him play when I called the game here against Hurricane. He came in and did some quarterbacking.
Cale Johnson will come up with Archie Therafal and Samaje Thompson in a trips formation. And the Warriors, with a 14-10 lead after the punt return is fumbled, have the football. Kelly taking a shot, going down the sideline, and it's incomplete.
Great defense there.
A lot of hand fighting. They're letting him play a little bit.
They are. And Carter Vanlin got up, gets off his feet, times his jump just right, and disrupts this ball. It's pretty good throw, but he got up and broke up that pass.
A little redemption there for Van Lin, who had that JT Westbrook touchdown down the sideline.
Yeah.
And he was in good position on that play, too. It's just...
Yeah, it was a great catch.
Just a great throw, too.
Good throw. So there's been a lot of good plays in this game. And that.
Second down and 10 for the Warriors. Kelly runs it. Sanchez has a crease. Gilly Sanchez, it's about a 12-yard tote for a Red Rock Real Estate first down to the Flyer 37-yard line. Or the 43-yard line, excuse me.
They haven't handed the ball off a whole bunch in the second half, so I kind of took them by surprise. Got a little crease, and he hit it hard. He hit that straight north and south. Defense. He made that fake and looked up and looked like a team photo of Dixie, but he did a good job to fight his way back and make a little bit on it. So
is Snow Canyon asking for a measurement here?
This is going to be a big fourth down call either way.
Now they're going to wind the clock. Warriors were kind of over into the sideline. Maybe get some instruction from maybe the coaching staff. Mike Espen might have pulled everybody over. Now they got to hurry. Clock is ticking. 7:35 left in the fourth quarter. Warriors with the ball, up by 4. Tank Kelly ready to go. One of the officials went and adjusted the ball for the center, maybe moved it a smidge, and now Tank Kelly. Here we go, fourth down. And it is stopped. It is stopped. The Flyers defense has held strong. And that was not Tank Kelly. That was number 16, Joseph Smith that handed that ball off. What happened to TK?
Don't know. Maybe he got dinged on that last play, but he was not out there for that fourth down play.
Did his helmet maybe popped off? He had to leave the field for one.
Might have.
Maybe that's why everybody was going to the sideline. I would have been tempted to take a timeout and get TK back on. Those timeouts are useful, though, in a close game. But if you pick up that first down, you can choose some more clock and make it a 2-score lead if you can go get the touchdown. And now the Flyers, down by 4 with 7:15 on the clock, have got a 4th down stop. And the football is going to be a swing pass complete. Lucido Bennett, nice tackle by Swenson. And they'll give him the 41-yard line. And that's a pickup of just over 5 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, another really nice tackle, but a nice play, good block out on the outside, got him half of the yards to the sticks on 1st down, 2nd and 5.
Second down, and the Flyers will go twins to either side, ball in the near hash. Under 7 to play in the 4th. Warriors lead by 4. Flyers, Truman tackled and driven down. Hutchings coming up with another TFL. Lose a yard on the play to the 40. And 3rd down for the Flyers. That play did not work.
Yeah, it brings up a big 3rd down. After making the stop and getting the ball back, the offense, they're counting on their offense to come and try and move the ball down and take the lead back.
Porter Hutchings has had himself a night tonight. You called his name a number of times. I think it's the 2nd tackle for a loss in this game.
Yeah, the whole Snow Canyon defense has just played a tremendous game.
Over the middle. It is intercepted. Ryder Holt climbs the ladder for the Oski and kept it off the turf. 6'3". He's got some size, and he goes up high, and he looked like a receiver there. Good hands from Ryder Holt, and this game, another turnover.
Yeah. The only thing we've had more than turnovers is flags from the officials. But, boy, both defenses are playing so hard and making great plays.
Ryder Holt coming up big for his team. And now the Flyers, all of a sudden, need their defense, who's been on the field quite a bit in this second half, to find another stop. Warriors up 14-10. 6:02 to go.
Yeah,
I think that's the 7th turnover of this game total. 4 for one side, 3 for the other.
Yeah, we're not counting the one that they didn't call when the ball was fumbled.
Yeah, Dixie did fumble, and they kept possession. They thought the knee was... Defensive coordinator has the defense aligned. Tim Nowatzki, Warriors offensive coordinator, has the play drawn up. They'll go empty. They'll throw it. Barnes on a swing pass. Made the catch and hit. And driven back, Lucido Bennett, among others over there. And that is going to be a loss on the play. And now it's even 3rd and longer for the Warriors offense.
Yeah, they started out behind the chains, got some of it back. A great play by
Junior Coughlin and Lucido
Bennett to come up on that and make a great team tackle and stop him.
I actually think Coughlin got there first, and then Bennett kind of was the second guy to clean it up.
Cleaned up, but...
From their own 44, it is 3rd and 14. Warriors lead 14-10. 4:42 left in the 4th quarter. Here on the Fan Sports Network.
Isolation here at the bottom.
Kelly looking left. Now going over the middle. Samaje Thompson trying to turn the other way over the left shoulder, and it's incomplete. And he had a step or two on the defender.
Yeah, it hit him in the hands, but he had to turn the wrong way right there at the end. He couldn't quite get his eyes back to the ball when he turned the other way.
They had that wheel on the sideline from Cale Johnson. He was open too.
Yeah.
oh so close to a first down. Instead, Dixie's defense has held. Punt unit is on. Kelly standing in his own 33. He'll let it fly off the right foot. High, landing inside the 15. Takes a bounce down inside the 5, and then dropped smartly by the gunner out there. That's Tyson.
Yeah, did a really good job.
Tyson Haskey, sorry.
Get the ball and stop it, and then he realized that his momentum might take him into the end zone, so he just let go of the ball.
And they're going to say where it's touched, so.
Touched at the 7,
but you don't want to.
7-yard line.
You don't want to risk that. It's still a heads-up play by Haskey. Yeah. Crimson is hammering Pineview tonight. Desert Hills is laying it to Hurricane, and this game is a one-possession game.
Yeah, just a defensive, just standing out there, just pounding each other.
Truman, quarterback keeper up the middle, and kind of gave himself up, and then the tackle came, but no flags on the play. I think
it was kind of simultaneous. He was starting to go to his slide, but he was already getting hit. So. Yep.
Hutchings again on the tackle. Ryder Holt in the vicinity.
Yeah, those linebackers for Snow Canyon have been all over the field.
Yeah, and I kind of like this 3-4 defense the Warriors are running tonight. It's worked really well. Russell breaks one tackle, cannot make another man miss. That's Archie Therafall. He's been coming up from that safety position and laying wood all night. Therafall and Swenson, the safeties. You got Holt and Hutchings and Tegan Whitehead. Vaughn in that 3-4. So the big difference is Tegan, when the 4-3, was playing the defensive end, and now they've dropped him back to that 3-4.
Right.
Pass, caught, David Barchi hit and dropped immediately. That'll be just shy of the 30-yard line, but enough to move the chains. That's a Red Rock Real Estate first down.
Yeah, good route, good throw, good catch. Turn to in the zone, turn and show your numbers to the quarterback, just like that.
Tackle made there by Ryder Ince. Flyers trying to the comeback kids. They've done it. They did it against Pineview. They did it against Desert Hills. Can they come back again late in the game? They're down 14-10. Quick pass outside, caught by Coughlin. Jump cut back to the inside, and might have got his face mask. There was the flag, and that's going to help the Flyers out because that play only gained a yard or two.
Yeah, gained a yard on the play, and the personal foul face mask penalty is going to make it a 16-yard gain. Right here, reaches back in with his hand as he's making that move back inside, and got a handful of face mask.
I said Crimson was winning big, 56-3, about 10 minutes left in the quarter.
Wow. Trying to get some style points on that RPI.
Again, no Rand Sawyer. He got 2 personal fouls in the first half, so he got ejected, and so Flyers are down one of their offensive weapons here, trying to drive and win this game. Truman taking a shot into double coverage. Uh-oh, this could be intercepted. Did he bring it in? Yes, he did. Another takeaway. This was Archie Therafall, who's been everywhere tonight.
Yeah, and that's the one that now Dixie's going to have to use their timeouts on defense and try and get a stop and get the ball back, because there's only a little over 2.5 minutes left in this game, so that's a huge play.
Yep, Flyers need a 3 and out with using their timeouts, no question about it. I mean, kind of worked like a punt there. At least he took a shot, but definitely ill-advised because it was double coverage. Yeah. And now, do you just pound the rock? Gilly Sanchez in the backfield, the bigger of the two backs. Tank Kelly maybe keeps this himself. We'll see. Kelly looking to throw, taking a shot, going over the top. Cale Johnson, and it's batted around and incomplete. Wow. Trying to catch the Flyers off guard a little bit.
But
that does help the Flyers out, though, because it stops the clock with 2:33.
Saves them a timeout. Pretty nice throw, just barely. Looks like he had his hand.
And that was, I think, was that 20? Estano Anzalone.
Yeah.
Anzalone was the guy, I think, that was there in good coverage. Now they'll flip it out to Swenson. And Swenson is swarmed immediately, and they will lose 2 yards. So now the clock will at least keep going. Flyers will take the timeout. First called timeout by Blaine Munkers. Again, you know, this is the winner of this game. Snow Canyon's up 14-10 with the possession. Has a chance still to get a bye in the first round.
Yeah, they're beating whoever comes out with the victory gets a victory against a quality opponent.
Yep.
Which is going to move you up in the RPI. So there's
and Snow Canyon has Pineview, and Crimson will face Dixie next week. Those are the 2 big matchups. Next Wednesday night, make a note, we'll have a bunch of games for you. Our look ahead brought to you by Handel's Homemade Ice Cream, best ice cream on the planet.
I might miss some action to come and watch high school football.
Are they going with the Wednesday games again this week? We had 2 last week.
I don't think they've started them yet, but
we did have 2 games on Wednesday. New Mexico State.
Oh, that's true. I'll watch any game. So
Desert Hills Cedar is the other game next Wednesday night. Pineview at Snow Canyon, Dixie at Crimson, and Desert Hills at Cedar.
Those all sound like fun games to watch.
Hurricane has the bye. Third down, Flyer fans, you can hear him making some noise. Tank Kelly out of the gun, and they blow this play dead.
A penalty. False start somewhere.
We don't have the flag meter going, but there has been a lot of penalties, and it's been both ways. It's not like one team has been more penalized drastically more than the other one. Both teams have had their fair share. And we collect our breath and hold everything. And they're signaling up to put some time back to the clock. I think it's 2:20 right now. Maybe add a couple seconds. Yeah, 2:24. They'll add 4 seconds. And now he wants 1 less. They want to add 3. So 2:23 will be the official time on the clock. Again, 14-10. Snow Canyon leading by 4. They have the football. They're inside their own 20, though, after the Archie Therafal pick. Is that the 4th or the 5th takeaway for the Warriors defense tonight?
I think it might be 5. It's a whole bunch of them.
Tank Kelly, 3rd and 17. They rush 4, steps up in the pocket, lets it fly, has it man, Samaje Thompson, and he reels it in. Samaje Thompson in midfield. How did he catch that?
Boy,
they say he caught it, right?
He did. He caught it with the tips of his fingers, and kind of pulling back because he didn't want to get hit. And caught it right in this window.
Anybody remember Inspector Gadget? The Go-Go Gadget arms?
Watch his arms on this.
Whoop! That is incredible.
That is a fantastic catch.
That is a knee play of the year right there. And credit Tank threw it where only Samaji could go get it. And he did. Got the long extension of the arms and a fingertip grab. And a tackle right up the middle. And now the Warriors can work some clock. The Flyers will probably take their 2nd timeout. No, they won't. They're gonna wait a play. 2nd down. 2 timeouts left. Got to use it after this next one, though, don't you, Paul?
Oh yeah, you got to get a stop on 2nd down if you're the Flyers, and then use your timeouts and try and preserve it. So you got to watch. We don't have a play clock, so you watch the back judge here. He'll start counting with his arm when they're down under 5 seconds, and that's what Tank Kelly's going to be watching before he takes a snap. He's going to wait for him to wave that. Waving that arm. There it is. 1, 2.
And the snap comes with a 2nd or 2 on the play clock. Run up the middle, good little crease, and now there's the timeout by Coach Munkers with 1:07 left. It'll be 3rd and about 5 from the Flyer 45. Warriors get 5 yards here. This game is over. If not, Flyers can take a timeout and force a punt and have a little clock left, but no timeouts at their disposal. That is what is at stake. Game hanging in limbo, Paul.
Another big 3rd down set up by that fantastic catch that put him out, put the Warriors on the Flyer side of the 50-yard line. So
unbelievable. This all fueled by an interception by Ryder Holt and then an interception by R.C. Therafal. I mean, both these teams have made the offense make mistakes tonight. These quarterbacks have both coughed up the ball a couple times. We've seen some some fumbles.
Yeah, it has been. We talked a lot about the offenses at the beginning of the game, but the defense, really on both sides of the ball, have been the stars tonight. Made lots of big plays, interceptions, fumble recoveries, blocked kicks.
If the Warriors get somebody here to gain 5 yards and get a first down, probably our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game, because the game's over.
Yep.
Flyers have one timeout. Uh-oh.
They just got it on no play.
Uh-oh, they go offsides. First down, Warriors. A huge, and a couple guys jumped. Not just one. And that is going to give the Warriors a first down, and they can take a knee. The old victory formation. Warriors on the road look like they're going to win it 14-10. They jumped off sides, and they needed exactly 5 yards to get the first down.
The play of the game was what my Hall of Fame father-in-law coach used to just call no play.
No play there. And there's victory formation. Oh, they're mixing it up there. And everybody, cooler heads prevailed there. Hard rush from the right edge, and then nothing extracurricular after that. But there is, guess what? A flag on the play, which will stop the clock.
Well, I don't think they ever even got the snap off on that. I think
was there movement?
I think Dixie jumped across the line of scrimmage before they even got the snap.
So the Flyers, who came in at 11, still could get a top 16 seed and have a home game in the first round of the 4A state tournament, but the bye is probably out the window, and they've got a huge test against an undefeated Crimson next week. And had Dixie been able to find a way to win this game, it would have set up a true winner-take-all region title game next week. And all the Flyers can do is try to win next week and get a share of it.
Right, and this will, if Snow Canyon holds on, which they look in position to do for the next 105, then they'll be in a position on Wednesday to really try and solidify that first week bye and move up into the top 8.
Flyers are going to presumably, if the score holds up, now there's still 105 to go, and the Flyers do have a one timeout, but Autumn, it's first down again, so there's no way, as long as they get the snap and the knee down. And there's another kneel down, and now the clock will wind. And the Warriors will go to 3-2 in region and 6-3 overall. Or excuse me, yeah, 6-3. I got it right.
Yeah,
lost that first game to Stansbury, and then just 2 region losses. Lost to Crimson and Desert Hills. Big win for the Warriors on the road. I'll tell you what, this defense looks night and day better than what I saw last Friday night. They'd made some big swings. They shifted to a 3-4 for most of the night. And this Warrior defense coming up with pick after pick after pick. Therafall, hold. And Dixie had their takeaways too, and that'll be the final knee. Seconds will tick off the clock. Coach Munker's walking out for the handshake, and the Flyers, who've been the comeback kids, could not come back in this one tonight, and they fall to 4-1 in region play and 4-5 overall, and they'll face Crimson next week. Snow Canyon at home, senior night against the Panthers.
We talked early on about how tough it is to win a game when you turn the ball over a bunch, and we saw that tonight where Dixie played tough, but they just gave the ball away too many times.
The final on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Snow Canyon 14, Dixie Flyers 10. We'll clean it all up. It's our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show here from the broadcast booth after this 2-minute timeout. Stay with us, everybody, right here on the Fan Sports Network, your home for Region 9 football.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch the drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9, and from the bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Red Ledges Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic dermatology, treating acne, rashes, warts, and more. They even do cancer screenings and offer a free chemical pill with your first appointment. So if you need dermatology, think Red Ledges Dermatology, located just off Snow Canyon Parkway, St. George.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
I always believe if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today.
Hey, Region 9 sports fans, this is Matt Hickman with Academy Mortgage, a proud sponsor of Region 9 football. I would be honored to help you with your next mortgage, whether it's purchasing a home, building, or refinancing. Hey, I'm wide open. Let's connect for a touchdown. I've got 15 seconds to list all the reasons that you should call Jason Baum at Bay Equity Home Loans. First-time home buyer specialist, down payment assistant loans, investment loans other guys haven't even heard of, reverse mortgages, and so many more to name before I run out of time.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the big
Game
Ace
of the
store
week. It's on ice, and we got a lot of awards to hand out. We'll break it all down for you. And then stick around. We'll go back to the studio for the Region 9 wrap-up show with Spencer Rodak, and he'll run down all the finals from tonight. I mean, just that one touchdown in the second half, Paul.
Yeah, it was
that
amazing.
was a post route, and Tank Kelly put it right on JT Westbrook's hands. He had 2 touchdown receptions tonight from Talon Kelly, and the Warriors win it. But it was the defense that shined. I can't tell you, I lost track of how many times we said, and the defense gets another 4th down stop. The defense holds firm. The defense does it again for both these teams.
Both teams just played phenomenal defense. It's kind of an interesting game when you look at it. There were 3 offensive touchdowns scored in the game. All 3 of them were long drives, greater than 80 yards. But they, what ended up being the game-winning drive was a 97-yard drive, engineered by Kelly, with that beautiful post route throw at the end that ended up being the game winner.
Yeah.
Fan on Main in Cedar City.
At it though, I mean, this was the only second half touchdown. Post route, Westbrook gets behind the safety, beautiful pass from TK, winner chicken dinner, and look at a little celebration from JT and Samaje.
Play on offense, but you come back to it, and like we said, the defenses, 4th down stops, caused fumbles, interceptions all over the field, and just a hard-hitting, really tough, hard-nosed football between 2 pretty good teams. We talk about they're all jockeying for position in the playoffs, and I'd like both of their chances going into the playoffs, because they're two teams that are playing good defense, and defense wins a lot of games.
That was our Dealer Collision hard hit of the game. Appreciate the Dealer Collision Center, Archie Therafall, and that last highlight. This was the first touchdown from JT Westbrook. 2 touchdown tosses tonight for Talon Kelly. And yet, when you look at our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game, I think it's the sequence there, the 2 interceptions late in the 4th quarter. The first one, Ryder Hole, and then the second one, Archie Therafall. And on the second one, the offense for the Warriors able to get that first down on the offsides and run down the clock. So this is your Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game right here. This is the first one. It's this whole sequence here, and kudos to the Warrior defense. That was the Ryder Hole interception, and then we'll roll it forward and we'll get that other one. But how about this defense for SC tonight?
Just incredible. Everything they did, maybe it's what you said. They went to that 3-man front. They had 4 linebackers flying around the ball and making plays all over the field.
There was another pick, that one by Smith. I mean, Just too many mistakes for the Flyers there. That one tipped high in the air. Smith diving, keeps it off the turf. Another takeaway when Dixie is driving in Warrior territory. Take another look. The old tip drill. Ryder Holt couldn't catch that one. He caught the one previously, but he tipped it high enough that Smith was able to keep it off of the turf. So appreciate the playmakers in the Appliance Wholesalers Plus, the playmakers in the appliance business across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart, where I like to say it's easier to think to buy direct from the distributor and save. Shop local, folks. Here is the one that really sealed it because the Flyers never got the ball after that one by Therafall.
Yeah. Went up, high pointed the ball, brought it down, protected it, turned the ball over, and that was it.
I want to go back to that end of the first half. Our Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the game. Wyatt Truman, they're deep in the red zone, and he tries to reach a low snap off of the ground. There's a nice TFL there. Again, Ryder Holt was everywhere tonight, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
And Trey Vaughn, number 17, was the guy that right here, you see, double clutches it, and then Vaughn just dives in there, and that was, I think, your Mountain Land Supply defensive play of the game. That kept Snow Canyon in it. Dixie was trying to go up by 2 scores at that point, and the Warriors defense said, nuh-uh.
Yeah, that was a game that kept the momentum from shifting to Dixie. Like you said, could have given them a 2-score lead going in at the half, getting the ball after the halftime, and that kind of switched the momentum back, not really to Snow Canyon, but to neutral. And then little by little, that Snow Canyon defense was just relentless, and just anything the Flyers tried to do, they stopped them. They frustrated them. They took the ball away. They played phenomenal defense, and that's the reason why they came out with a 4-point win.
Great bounce back victory. A little double move. Look at the touch from Talon Kelly, Samaje Thompson. That was a 40-yard pickup. That actually got them into field goal range, but they didn't convert on the field goal. Yeah, but still, for as much action as we had, we only had 24 total points. Now, good news. The Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is still in effect because Crimson put up over 60 tonight, and Desert Hills put up over 50 tonight. So Anybody listening, anybody watching, you want to go over to Yogurtland, the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert is in effect until they close tonight. Get 5 ounces free frozen yogurt with your favorite toppings for everybody. Just mention the Big Score Dessert at checkout. Good only at the St. George Yogurtland. About the only thing that was a little bit too much of something was the flags tonight. And I don't think that was the officials' fault. I think they were just calling what they see. I think it was just these teams were fighting. These teams knew what was at stake. We're getting late into the regular season. You know, runs like this showing you Snow Canyon. And this is a great bounce-back win for the Warriors after taking it on the chin last week against Desert Hills.
Yeah, they really tough. Last week, Desert Hills took it to them, and they kind of showed their pride and showed that they know how to come out and play defense, because they did tonight. Boy, they were not afraid to stand toe-to-toe with Dixie, and they got the win out of it. And that's a lot of really hard hits, a lot of really good hits in the game. It's fun to watch when you've been watching football your whole life, to still watch young kids that know the fundamentals and know how to play hard.
Again, one more award, our Hearst Ace Hardware. Hearst, a variety of products at prices to please. Locations, Heart of St. George, Heart of Cedar City. Get on over there for all your fall home and garden projects. Maybe you need some fungicide or some Roundup, or you need a new grill for football season. Gun department, great for the fall hunt going on right now. Hearst has you covered. Longtime great sponsor of local sports. That might have been the catch, right? There's got to be some award for that. Catch of the game, Samaje Thompson.
Yeah, that was catch. Might be catch of the season. That was a fantastic.
I'm glad,
catch.
and I'm really glad that you remember Inspector Gadget, Paul, because I threw that in there. That was a go-go Gadget Arms catch.
It really was.
Ooh, worth another look. Look at these. Keeping it off the turf. How big was that, too? That was at a big moment there, 3rd and long.
Yeah, huge conversion.
Deep
puts them in a position to win the game.
Yep. Instead, you could have been punting. Dixie could have had a shorter porch. Instead, Samaje Thompson. Then, obviously, catch of the game. I just made an award up because it deserves it. And again, here is the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game, Archie Therafall. You could nominate him for our Hearst Ace Hardware Player of the Game. Ryder Holt, Tank Kelly, JT Westbrook. Of those 4 guys, who stood out the most? They all played so terrific tonight for the green and gold.
I think we've talked a lot about the defense, and we got to give some love to the offense and go back to JT
had the only 2 Warrior touchdowns tonight.
Their two touchdowns, he scored them both.
Yeah,
So,
we had a lot of awards for the defense, didn't we?
yeah.
You know, we had
Well, it was a defensive game, but there were some, key offensive plays.
Look at
this catch, phenomenal. 6 points, 7 points. The other 7 points he scores on a post route. So, if you're going to call somebody the player of the game, he's certainly a candidate.
Yeah. They had a connection all night long, early and often. They were taking shots to that guy, number 19, J.T. Westbrook, your Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game. If you're name one for the Flyers, let's do that. Junior Coughlin played great. I thought tonight
on both sides of the ball, Coughlin played. He made some great plays on offense.
He did have the one mistake.
On defense.
This was one of the other Flyer 5 turnovers.
That fumble was costly.
That was the only really play Junior didn't make tonight, as he had it scored out of there, and the fumble. The ensuing drive, though, they got to stop, so that was not the backbreaker.
Yeah.
But this one up top. What a catch by David Barchi. I mean, we had a lot of highlights tonight for so little of scoring, Paul.
Yeah, a lot of good plays. The Barban's touchdown was a phenomenal play where he caught the ball 5 yards outside, short, and just wiggled and fought his way in and dove and made a great play. A senior leader play to make a touchdown, give his team at the time the lead, and so really fun high school football game.
No question. Here inside our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, Junior Coughlin, the takeaway. We'll go with him as our Dixie Flyer Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game. Final 14-10. Dr. Cody and the staff make your kids feel right at home. Now watch the end of this, because this Rand Sawyer, this is late in the second quarter, clapping there, a little bump, and he got his second penalty, and that warranted ejection. So they had to play the whole second half without their energizer, Rand Sawyer, just a little too excited. You can see he's frustrated that he got called for that flag there.
Yeah.
Man, that was costly. And Rand will learn from it, as you said earlier. Learn from that. You have to, keep a little cooler, and you can't bump into a guy and go clapping in his face. Official right in front of it, and they caught him. So that was a costly mistake there by Rand, who just plays the game at such a hard level. I mean, guy is just so much. Every play he's playing like it's his last play, and you love the way he plays, but that time just a little too much excitement. We do have one more award before we kind of put a bow on the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. I forgot about our Jersey Mike's sub of the game, a sub above the rest. Stop by a Utah Jersey Mike's today. Get it Mike's way.
I think if I was going to do it, I would come back to Lucido Bennett. Like you said, Ren got disqualified for having 2 unsportsmanlike conduct calls. That's a tough place to come in and say, I'm now the punt returner and the kick returner. And he didn't have a lot of opportunities, but he did.
Played offense, played cornerback,
played defense, and took over as the kick returner and made a couple of really nice returns.
The other guy I'd like to shout out too is number 20, Gastiano Anzalone,
that came in
because he kind of had to. He kind of the guy because Lucido was already in on offense, and he kind of came in and was getting some reps on offense. So take your pick, but that's the guy right there, the punt return. I think it's a good call by you, Paul. We'll go with that as our Jersey Mike's sub of the game. Again, our game of the week next week. Our look ahead brought to you by Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. It'll be Dixie and Crimson Cliffs. It won't be for the region title outright. Flyers would have to win to get a share, though. Crimson winning tonight. Spencer will tell you all about it. Lopsided affair. The other game that's going to be intriguing is this Warriors team again as they play Pineview. Warriors will have a win under their belt, try to notch another one going to the postseason. The Panthers will try to bounce back after a loss tonight. And then Desert Hills at Cedar. Cedar on a bye, so an extra week to prepare for the Thunder. That's in Cedar, a little longer grass, a little cooler temperatures. That'll be an interesting game to wrap up the regular season. Hurricane draws the final week bye, and then we'll wait around until next weekend, probably Sunday or Monday. The RPI will be set. They'll pull it down, and then they'll have the big reveal, and we'll find out the matchups. We'll see who gets the top 8 seeds, gets a bye in the first weekend of the playoffs. 9 through 16 will have home site first round games, where 17 through 24 will go on the road for the first round of the 4A state football playoffs.
Yep.
That's going to put a bow on it for Cannon Sechrist, our producer. For Sebastian, our camera guy. For Paul Venezuela, I'm Devin Dixon. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry Postgame Show, where it's a final. Warriors win it. Warrior Nation, enjoy it tonight. Go get the big score dessert. Compliments of Holbrook Asphalt at Yogurtland until they close. Just ask for it to check out. Everybody gets 5 ounces free frozen yogurt. And for Spencer Rodak, you'll hear more from him. We'll get you the recaps on these other games. He'll tell you who won that Mountain Crest Skyview game. All coming up in the Region 9 wrap-up show. We're going to have probably about a 20-minute wrap-up show or so when we come back after this timeout. Warriors win it 14-10, the final on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Thanks for watching and listening, everybody. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next Wednesday night for more Region 9 football on your home of Region 9 football, the Fan Sports Network and thefansportsnetwork.com.
At Intermountain Sports Performance, we've been training.
Okay, are you doing coaches interviews or anything, or no?
Years. We guarantee your athlete will improve speed.
What's that, buddy? Just leave my stuff. I'll run down and I'll call in on the phone line, okay?
Every day of the week with dozens of delicious.
All right, watch for my call.
After your favorite team wins, head over to Handles to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Scooter's Coffee in Herkin is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee from amazing people served amazingly fast. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooter's Coffee. 715 West State Street in Herkin, open 7 days a week. Want